Father Timothy was out early again. He had confided in these times, walking the streets in the early hours. He got some time to himself as he observed the state of the town, but this morning his mind wandered, and it was far too early for him to snuff out the street lamps. He simply walked aimlessly up and down the ragged cobblestones in a stupor as he fretted about the state of the world. He thought about what was happening to him, what was happening to his church, to the people, to the town, and what he could do about it. He knew it wasn't up to him what was to happen, what was to come. These were things that were left in the hand of the Father, but he still couldn't help himself but feel as though there was something he needed to be doing, or something that he should have done and hadn't. It's at this moment when he catches himself and realizes that he needs to be more prevalent, and realizes that he's come out early before it's even time for him to snuff out the lanterns. And so he stops for a moment, and he allows the night, the morning air, to envelop him. It's still quite dark with only the street lights, not even the outside lights the houses are on. It's far too dark to even see the stars. And he just thinks for a moment. This moment of peace is broken by the sound of Mrs. Miggins in her yard as she's fretting over something. He sees her out in a nightgown, fretting over something in the bushes, trying to get up into a tree, using a stick to poke at something. And he thinks about what he should do, and how the point of his position was never to be a problem solver. He didn't like positions of authority or telling people what to do or how to live their lives. He just wanted to help people. And perhaps this was one of those times where he could be personal again. He approaches cautiously. "Mrs. Miggins, what are you doing out in this early hour?" "Oh, well, wouldn't you know it? There's my cat has gotten stuck up in a tree, trying to get it down. Would you be a dear and come over and get the ladder out and get Mr. Muffins out?" This was not something that he wanted to be doing, and yet he steeled himself, his resolve dwindling, and forced himself into her yard. He walked around the waist-high picket fence as if it was a petrol barrier, as he made his way over towards the shack and picked up a small wooden ladder, leaning it against the frame of the tree before climbing up into it. What was he doing? He was a pastor. He was a man of God. He wasn't a savior of cats out of trees, was he? And yet, this was the sort of thing that he enjoyed doing. Perhaps not for Mrs. Miggins, but when this town was smaller, when neighbors were more friendly, these were the kinds of times that he enjoyed. But as he climbs up into the tree, his mind still in a fog, he realizes that what is up this tree is indeed not a cat, but it lashes out at him, biting at his face before skittering away. "Well, did you find him?" "It wasn't Mr. Muffins." "Well, who is it then? Nobody else has a cat." "It wasn't a cat, miss." "Well, thank you very much for looking, preacher. I wonder where Miss Muffins has gone off to now. Would you help me look for him?" "He might be inside the house, Miss Miggins. I suggest start looking there." "Oh, well, thank you for your time, preacher. You can just go ahead and put the ladder back." He does so. By walking towards the side of the house and placing the ladder up against the shed, he notices something in the foliage in the very back of the house. Past the gabled ends and the now very small picket fence, realizing that just about anything can make its way over it, under it, through it, and he sees something moving through the tree line, Something lurking, lingering, as if waiting, not trying to be stealthy, but simply biding its time. With a start, he makes his way back up to the front. He quickly makes his way back out into the cobblestone steps and reaches for, and his tool isn't there. Instead, he sees a man holding his torch instrument. "What are you doing here? What are you doing out?" "Oh, I'm sorry. Am I not allowed to be walking alone in the morning night?" You were supposed to stay. And you were supposed to do something else as well. Now, I see that you're climbing ladders now, chasing cats. I thought we had a promise, a deal, as it would, that your feet would never leave the ground ever again. He stopped himself. He realized with a start what had happened, and realized that this was not his fault. "Now you see here, this has nothing to do with me. I have not... We did make a deal, and so I expect you to uphold it. Do you keep yourself armed, preacher? Why would you ask something like that? It's dangerous times. The only thing that I keep myself armed with is..." And he pats his chest pocket and realizes that the book isn't there. The small leather-bound Bible that he kept close to his heart suddenly is in the man's hand as he opens it up. This one's an interesting one. Matthew 10, verse 1. "And when Jesus had called unto him his 12 disciples, he gave them power against unclean spirits to cast them out, and to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease." He glances up from the pages to raise an eyebrow at Father Timothy. "So you should be able to handle these kinds of spirits, right?" He waggles the small text at the preacher. "And how come you're not using all that fancy power to heal the sick? I am not one of the 12 chosen," Father Timothy points out. "Some of us were not given such gifts, and you are taking words..." "Matthew 19, verse 26, the man says again. "With men, this is all impossible, but with God, all things are possible." He steps forward, and Father Timothy can't help but retreat a step, even if just for a moment. The man gestures towards the pastor as if he was holding legal documents, and in a way, he was. "According to the Lord's book, you should have power no one else has. Are you calling God a liar?" "Do not quote scripture at me," Father Timothy bellows. He takes a second to gather himself before reaching out and snatching the book away. The man holds up his palms in surrender, allowing the book to be taken away, but not before saying one final quip. "King James Version, really?" he taunts. "You know that man butchered several parts." "I know very much. It was the only thing that I could get in small print that I could still read it." "So what you're telling me is that you're a man of compromise." Father Timothy could say nothing. He just stood there as the man disappeared into the mist, walking away with every word, every step, and every piece of power that the preacher ever had. "Gus, you are probably up early as well. You notice that Father Timothy usually heads in early, wakes up late. He allows you to take care of most things, but specifically today, you notice that he stayed up late when you went to bed and said that he would be following shortly. But as you wake up this morning, you realize that Father Timothy is not here. He must be out on his early duties, and you realize that this is not typical of him. There is something bothering him. Something that's shaken him. You're not quite sure what it is, but you think it in your best interest and as a good friend to confront him about it. And as you make your way out into the night air, you see Father Timothy speaking with a figure before that figure walks away into the mist and disappears. It is still quite dark, with the only light being from the street lamps. But you have done your morning duties and are probably heading over towards Ruby's, as she is asked with your help with gathering up her equipment for investigation today. But you catch this moment where Father Timothy is speaking with some sort of shrouded figure in the distance. How would you like to approach?
I will...
Do you want to walk up normally? Do you want to stealth? Do you want to try and listen from this distance?
I wouldn't take Gus as the stealthy sort. Or one to pry. But...
I just pointing it out that you notice this. Maybe you're still in the chapel doing your duties, but you see Father Timothy speaking with a figure.
Oh, okay. Would I be able to hear him from this distance?
You could give me some sort of check, like a listen roll or spot hidden or perception,
Alright.
something. What you got for me?
Let's see.
I would say it's about like 6 in the morning. So like early for some, not early for others. 6 or 7-ish.
Okay.
Like
I
before
got
the
a
sun has risen.
32.
32 against what?
20.
Do you want to spend 12 luck or do you want to push?
Fuck it. I have the points to spend. I'll spend the luck.
Okay. What skill is this that you're using?
Listen.
All right. I will say that you catch a tail end of this conversation, so maybe you have heard everything that I have said just now. You've overheard this kind of like, this figure is taunting the preacher. And Father Timothy is well known, but he doesn't really know other people super well. He's not really very social. He's not close with many people. You know, a lot of people know of him, but don't necessarily know him. This figure seems like they know him. And Father Timothy knows this figure. And I will also say, it's a voice that you do not recognize. You have never heard this person before in all of your time here. Because you did roll a success, I will also give you a little something extra. I think as he's walking away, and actually, how about this? He's walking back towards the church. He says, "If you need me, you know where to find me." And he's walking back towards the church. You know what? With your listen roll, I will also say that you can tell he does not make any sound as he walks. And he is a bit of a bigger man. Like he's a little taller than Timothy. Maybe not as tall as you necessarily, but I mean, there is no other sound right now. So you would probably hear him. And yet he makes no noise.
That's
actually, hold on.
Concerning.
Let me roll something. As he's walking back towards the church, he looks up and he locks eyes with you. Could you make me a sanity roll?
Yes. 2.
All right, you're perfectly fine. I think
I glare in return at him,
um, you catch a
just
glint
like
from
a
his
very
eyes.
stern.
Yeah. And he's just walking back towards the front door.
The man's running to the front,
He
walks to
he's
the front door,
casually
or
walking towards the front door of the church. I don't know where
I'll
you are currently, but
I'll go to meet him.
okay. Do you open the door?
Yes.
You open the door and the street is empty.
Gus thinks to himself, what has my brother gotten himself into? And Gus is going to walk out to where he saw brother Timothy last.
Okay. He's just kind of standing there. Um, he does not have his pole tool for snuffing out lights. He's just kind of standing there, dumbstruck, holding a small leather-bound Bible in one hand. And he's just kind of like lost in thought, staring just off into the middle distance.
I'm gonna approach him and lay a hand on his shoulder, speaking to him. Brother, is there something that you want to talk about?
Um, give me a persuade or something, like
All
a
right.
console or a friendship or something. Again, I don't know what kind of skills you got, so.
Uh, yeah, I don't know what a 33 gets me.
What kind of skill you got or something. And this could just be like a charm or something.
Everything other than intimidate for me sucks.
Yeah,
So,
fair enough. Um, I think that's just gonna be a fail. I think he
okay.
kind of like he doesn't break out of your hand, but he does kind of like step away, just kind of like you've shaken him, and he's like, "Oh, uh, excuse me, I was a bit distracted. Silly me, I've forgotten my lamplighter pole. I should probably go get that, although it's still quite early. Um, excuse me." And
Brother,
he
look, I overheard your conversation with that man earlier.
he glares at you.
If you need help, speak with me. You know you can rely on me.
Give me a power roll.
Hey, that's a 25. That's a half success.
Oh, that's like a hard success. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Um, where are you rolling, by the way? Just curious.
Dice rolling. Is that the wrong dice rolling channel? It is.
Yeah,
Where?
you rolled in the.
I rolled in the Fallout one.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I'm like, I
Whoops.
could hear you typing, and I just like don't see it. I'm like, where? All right.
My bad.
No, I don't. It's. I was just curious. I don't care. Um. He looks at you. Uh. And I think he leans in and he says, "There are secrets hidden for a reason. Not just for my safety, but for yours. The reason
Well,
I do not tell you this is because I do not. I do not want to share my burdens with anyone else. But I can see that this is This is outside of my hands. Perhaps we should talk a bit more about that thing that came in the chest. I do not know this friend of yours and what sort of business that you keep yourself up with, but I felt something very unholy about the what I saw, and perhaps I did not see clearly, but it looked like the head of a doe, a deer, or something. But it was, I say doe because it had the stripe that usually for the females, but it was growing horns, but not the kind of horns that a deer does. They were not antlers, they were. And you can see that he's getting choked up thinking about it.
Is there like a spot to sit down?
Yeah, I think you can kind of like pull him over his side. It's maybe
Yeah,
like a.
I bring Father Timothy to sit down because standing while talking about something this emotionally racking is usually not good.
I'll say that there's like a bench or something nearby.
Yeah.
It was not stuffed nor mounted. It was a head. It was fresh. And when it was gone and the the residue there was, it was like there was nothing inside. What could do something like that? And he looks at you with like such wide eyes. I have never worried for nothing. I've not pondered or wondered about where my life will go or what I should do, but this. There are no scriptures about something like this. There are battles between demons and angels in the world unseen. There are invisible casualties every day. But this, in our world, I do not know. Do you know what this gift from your friend means, or where it would come from, or the purpose behind it, or who would steal it? And
Would I know this, Sparrow?
uh, give me some sort of intelligence check, like a history or natural world or something.
Fuck. Nope.
I'm gonna say, yeah. None of all of this is new. This has nothing to do with your previous group, the kind of things that you would get up to. This doesn't make sense. This is like completely unrelated.
From what I can tell, seems like it was planted there. Nothing to do with my group back in the day.
Well,
But whatever comes our way, as long as we remain in good faith, we'll be safe. This, I can guarantee you.
you should get to your friends and see to your dealings.
Of course.
This dark omen, I will see to it. And I think with that like ominous tone, he gets up and he walks back over towards the church. Could you give me a spot hidden?
Sure. Nope.
Okay. You don't see a figure in the church waiting for him.
Definitely not. Got it.
See, that's one of my favorite things to do is this is what you don't see. um Something else you also don't see is a large creature slowly lumbering up to you. Its massive head lowering down towards you, this rough, flowing, matted hair draping down its front of its eyes as it leans over your shoulder and breathes into your hair with a large fuff. Could you give me a dex roll?
All right.
Some sort of like evasion or like whatnot. Just sort of like reactionary.
Let's see.
I think there is just
I
kind of
think
like
I
a dodge
actually,
roll.
There's an evasion. It's half of
yeah.
your dexterity, I think. Well, it starts
I think
at half of your dexterity.
I
You
did.
can put points to it.
Let's see. Where is it?
It's under dodge. Is the name of the skill.
I thought for sure I put dodge is I thought for sure I put points in that. No, I didn't. My dodge is a 20.
Okay. Roll them both.
Your dexterity is only 40.
Roll the what?
He already rolled.
Oh.
Yeah, I got a 50.
Okay. I think you are startled out of your seat and you fall to the ground. And you look up to see a horse bending its head down and look at you. And you've seen this horse before. You've seen the similar gray color to it. This is Char, Scott's horse. And you see, the same similar bundled form. It is difficult to see in the dark hours and the dense fog that is collected in the night. As Scott kind of like tries to lean over and says, "Who is that? That Gus or is that John?"
Sorry, Lord, you scared the living daylights out of me.
Morning, Proctor. Sorry, didn't mean to startle you.
It's fine. Just keep that horse in bay, I suppose.
Yeah.
So dark out currently. Give somebody a heart attack from that.
Usually I got my cart, but I figured I'd come down and give you the news personally. Some of the Mounties came by and got to me this morning. Caught them as they were making their way into town. I said they didn't need to make the journey all the way in. I'd hand deliver the message. Apparently they've been seeing that there's a cold front moving in. Gonna have a lot more of this mist for a while. And who knows how long it'll stay, but it seems like gotta be careful with going on for a while at least.
I'll try to see if I can help out with firewood for the people.
And I heard you got a window out. I figured I could go get you some wood. At least you can make some shutters for the time being. There is this nice bit of oak that I could get you that I think might look nice, but I'll just get you enough for one shutter for today. That'll help board it up for the time being. At least until you can get one of those glass workers out here.
Thank you kindly. Well, I have some luggage I promised I would try to drag out, but do let me know if you need my help with sorting out the oak.
Will do. And you let me know if you hear anything about my forest, and I'll keep to my business and you keep to yours. And he begins to ride away.
And I give him a nod. before he
Okay.
turns away.
So you don't tell him
About,
about the thing that's lurking in the trees around the town.
oh, that's what he meant. Oh, okay. Uh,
Oh, he just like meant it casually, like giving you news about the town, trying to stay to my own business. I'm gonna go back to my forest now.
oh yeah, he's okay. Yeah, no, I didn't catch that quite. I was like, well, apparently there's been rumors of something lurking out in the forest. Uh, haven't been sure what it is. Don't know what it is, but can certainly confirm a lot of people have been seeing it.
Hmm.
So
All
remain
right.
cautious, cause
Good to know. I'll keep a lookout.
uh, worthy note didn't show up until the mist did.
You think the situation is related? I knew that you were
Could
into
be.
that sort of mysticalness, but I didn't know you got that into the lore of the land.
Hmm.
Think it's some
Strange
sort of
things have
forest
been,
spirit or something.
maybe. Strange things have been happening around here ever since that mist rolled in, so I feel like I have the right to be suspicious about it.
Fair enough. You got anything in those books? Or I guess you just got the one book, huh?
Just the one. Just the one.
Just the one. Well, I ain't much for books, but I do know some stories. I'll let you know if I figure anything else out.
Alright. Just be careful. That's all I ask.
You know me. Uh, and I think that's when uh, Constable Cartwright meets you on the street. Says, "Now what's all this now? No, no, Lord, you can't be parking your horse out in the street. I ain't parking. I'm I'm idling. I'll be moving along, officer. Don't mind me." And I think that's like when someone else comes out. Uh, I'm forgetting his first name, but Mr. Marigold, the owner of uh, the shop. Goodness gracious, what did I call it? I completely forgot it. Um, the general store. Um, Mr. Marigold's is probably one of the oldest people that is in this town. He's got like this very thin, raggedy hat that's got multiple holes in it. It looks like a fishing hat, the kind that like held the fishing lures in its brim, but they have all been ripped out except for one golden that looks like a goldfish that just dangles from the side, and as he turns the hat spins around his head and it looks like it's a UFO just like tossing this thing around. uh, and he comes out and says, "Oh, what we going on out here? We having a little gathering now?" um, and he comes out and he's got this plate with a little tea towel over it, and he says, "Hey, I got some of this pound cake. Uh, don't tell the missus, but I gotta get the thing out of the house. Oh, don't worry about me." um, this man has been divorced for about 30 years.
Ah.
His wife took his eldest daughter. His youngest daughter is still with him. Um, his oldest boy went off into the big city to get himself in school, learned and whatnot. So he's been taking care of the general store all by himself. And this man started off as the neighbor that had like the shovel and the rake that everyone lent out and borrowed and whatnot. And then people would be like, "Hey, could you get one of those fancy new cutters?" And then he would, and then he had to build like a big old shack and then a shed. And then people wanted, like bird seed and fertilizer, so he built an even bigger shed. And now it's basically developed into this big store that people basically get their everyday needs and whatever general junk that they they want. They go to Mr. Marigold.
I
Um,
see.
but yes, he is a very friendly person. He always reacts to the moment. It's very, you know, genuine, and like it's nice to see someone that's very in the moment, that doesn't have any like ulterior motives or doesn't think about anything other than what's directly in front of them. So he just says, "Oh, hi, gentlemen. I got me some pound cake. Uh, would you mind?" And he peels back the tea towel, and you can see that there's like some loose lumps of like some bread that has been cut and kind of disintegrating a little bit around the edges. And Mr. Cartwright says, uh, "I'll certainly take a piece, but my missus has been having me watch my pounds, so don't tell her I got one from you." And he takes a piece and just starts eating it. Uh,
You mind if I bring a piece to Timothy? To Brother Timothy?
oh, sure. Oh, sure. You take the whole tray. You take the whole tray. And he just pushes it into your hands.
Ah, thank you kindly, Mr. Marigold.
So what you doing out in front of my shop? What's taking up your business so early in the morning? I couldn't help. I was setting up, and I wasn't liking to be listening in much, but I noticed that you were taking some time, and there were some other people coming up, so I figured it'd be okay if I came out to put in my 2 cents as I'm listening. So I just want to let you know that I'm here. Uh, so what you got? What you got for me? Old Miss Old
Uh,
Marigold's here for you.
we just been discussing some rumors, Mr. Marigold. It's not really much anything to be concerned about. Or at least not anything I would want to have you concerned about.
Yes, I wouldn't worry yourself too much. Any sort of meetings that we gotta have, we'll do them in the town hall. So don't you worry. Oh, I ain't worrying. I just wanted to help. Don't got much
Of
in the
course.
the the business going on, at least at the moment. Everyone's stocked up, and got the one package. So Mrs. Miggins is maybe a little testy that she doesn't have her gourds, but you know she's been starting to make her own planter patch. I think she'll be fine.
Well, if you ever do need the company, Mr. Marigold, the cathedral is always open, and it's either me or Father Timothy that are always there.
Well,
So,
I am getting old in years, and old Rose. Well, I guess she's still a bit young, Rose. Everyone's old to me. See, but I might need some extra hands around in a time or two. I'm getting a bit long in tooth, you know how it is, and I'd hate to have to shut down shop, but I don't think that this is exactly what Rose wants, and well, she still can't do long division yet. Rose is about 9 years old.
yeah.
Uh, just I forgot to mention that part. So this man is like 65, um, and he's been taking care of the shop all by himself, and uh, he basically doesn't have any help. And this thing is like a pretty decently sized market, and if it wasn't for the fact of like good neighbors of like coming in and like buying stuff, you would think that it would be quite easy to basically rob this man.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hmm. Well,
What about
I
that
have
new
some.
fancy fella? Maybe he's heard of my dandy, but maybe coming from the big city, but If he's looking for work, I could pay him something. Seems like he's got some funny money that ain't good around these parts. You think he'd be into some manual labor?
He's more of an intellectual, as they've been popping up recently.
One of those head in the clouds people. Think themselves too high for living out in the country. Constable Cartwright's like nursing his tiny little sliver, just like enjoying it. You could tell he wants to have more, but he's like trying to bide himself by just eating the one piece very slowly.
The one piece. One piece.
No.
Yeah, he's more.
It seems like there's a straighter among us.
Among us.
Just every single time I say a phrase, you guys are gonna make him. All right.
Apologies.
No, it's fine.
You just hear a vent noise in the background.
Joe, if you would also like to join this conversation, you can. But
would I be there with him?
Yeah, you could be here.
I mean, you are
it's a hole that can be dug.
So.
And I think Ruby, this is like happening close enough to your house that you could probably overhear this if you wanted to.
I mean,
I just figured I'd be digging a grave.
Okay.
As per usual.
You just sleep in a hole every night.
Pretty much.
Wakes up in the moment, arm punching out of the ground.
It's a good hole.
Ruby doesn't live directly in town. She lives on an estate.
Yeah, I know. I wanted to offer if you want to join, just because I feel like this might be going on for a little bit.
It's fine. It gives more time for her to do the things that she was gonna do before Gus got there.
Now what about that newly couple folk? They seem like they're enjoying some time here. It seems like they've been, at each other's throat, being like, you promised me that, or you promised me that. And now that they're actually sitting down, getting to know each other, it seems like she was only after him for his money, and he was only after her for her looks. But now that they've gotten to sit down and talk about it, it seems like they're actually falling in love with each other. And ain't that just beautiful? That's what it was like with me and my... Shouldn't be talking about it. I'm sorry. I've been talking your ear off. I talk too much, but what about yourself,
problem,
Gus?
Mr. Marigold?
You should get yourself a woman.
With what time under these wrappings, I don't really quite think I could get one. Unfortunately, I'm also a man of the cloth.
Holds up his palms like, I'm staying out of this one.
I'm a man of the cloth, Mr. Marigold. It's not that simple.
You shouldn't be talking like that. He elbows you. Like, I was a man of many cloths, if you know what I'm saying.
I don't know what he's saying. Please explain.
Gus just kind of chuckled.
Nobody really knows what Mr. Marigold is talking about.
I see. Shit.
I mean, this person is such a one-track-minded, like, very straightforward individual. The reason why he named his child Rose is because he literally brought his wife roses when she was in labor. And so that's what they were thinking about when they had their child, and so that's what they named it.
Makes me think of that one meme.
What?
Why was I named Rose?
Hold on. Shut up. The eldest son that went into town is named Dandy after Dandelion because some dandelions were blowing through. He's like,
so where
I sure do love my children. I miss old Violet, and she had to go off with her mother, but at least I got Rose. It's a shame about old Brick, but Well, we don't talk about Brick, but that's okay.
I'm just imagining a whirlwind of bricks
clonked
coming
the
through.
fucking head with a brick.
He brought a bouquet of bricks to the lake.
Well, you see, the nanny, she didn't really know how to deal with crying children, so, you know. Anywho, I'm talking your ear off. I'll let you get back to it, gentlemen.
You
Don't-
stay safe, Mister Mister Marigold.
he winks at you and then turns and hobbles back to the shop. And then he like calls from like across the way and says, "We should do this again sometime. Just a private meeting
right.
between neighbors where we talk about all the ins and outs and goings on and catch up with. I'll talk to you later."
All right, Mister Marigold.
He goes in and starts flicking on all the lights and like he flips the sign from open to closed because he forgot to flip it last night.
Mister Marigold, that says closed.
Oh, I know. You got to be inside the store to see that it's open.
Yeah, he's looking at it. It says open. It means open.
Yep, it looks open to me. He goes and fixes the sign.
Oh, I was hoping he was stupid enough to do that.
He's like, all right. I know it's not all about me. Anywho, Constable Cartwright's just like, so, any word? What's the word on the street? I mean, considering that we're on the street and sharing some words. All right. What you? He tries to do a terrible joke.
Is he a dad? Because that was pretty bad.
Nope, no children yet, thankfully.
So he's a faux pas.
I am a fake father. Yes, I am a faux pas. No, all right.
I'm sorry. I already chuckled. I chuckled. I just had my mic muted.
I've chortled enough at this man. Move on. No, I got me my Spitfire, but she ain't interested in children just yet. At least, you know, she's into the act of. Well, maybe I shouldn't be saying this to the man of the cloth, but we've been married for a few years now, and let's just say that we're practicing.
It's only natural.
We are prepared, but yeah, I should probably be getting back to it before she catches that I'm gone, and putting on a few pounds. But do you have any news, any word, or anything that we need to be keeping an eye out for, or whatnot? What's the word?
No updates on that creature that we had spotted a while back, or supposedly. Haven't really had any solid proof yet, but mist is apparently going to be getting thicker. Cold front's coming in.
That might make the mayor happy. He got in touch with the liver that he was supposed to have, and it'll be coming within the next week or so. Getting some sort of fancy machine that inventor's got that might just put this place on the map or something like that. He talks a lot of nonsense, but he means well.
Really say.
And by he means well, I means that he means well for himself, which just so happens to also include the town.
Can't deny that. Can't say that I really like him trying to, I guess, modernize this place.
Well, like I said, I think he needs to focus more about infrastructure. need to fix up some of these fences and get these tree limbs, moved out of the way. If he wants to have people coming through here with cars and whatnot, he needs to fix up these roads. Anyways, I shouldn't be talking to you about this.
I'm always an open ear.
Yeah. Anywho, I best be getting on my way. Try to spend as much time as I can, at home, and so Mrs. doesn't like it when I sneak out in the early mornings for a midnight stroll.
Mm.
And I think it's at that point that you hear like clicking and clacking coming down the way, as you hear a voice call, "Jonathan Henry Cartwright, what are you doing up at this blasted hour?" And you see a woman wearing a big puffy dress with blue silk and an enormous bounding red curly hair popping out from underneath of a sunbonnet that makes it look like she's a strawberry on top of a scoop of ice cream. And Cartwright, I think, like, takes the piece of pound cake and he thinks about shoving it in his mouth before, like, tucking behind his back. She said, "What are you doing out here talking to the preacher about?" "Oh, I'm sorry, you're not the preacher, you're the proctor. Excuse me. Henry." He's like, "Miss Scarlet." And as they call each other by their middle names, they give each other a look. And they kind of have this very cute back and forth where that they are a healthy couple, but they do challenge each other, and they challenge each other in a way that gets them to grow, to like get outside of their comfort zone. And as you're kind of like enjoying this and trying to find a way to like escape, she says, "Anywho, now that we're having this little gathering, she says, so when are you going to get married, Mr. Gus? You need to get yourself a woman."
It's not that simple.
"Oh, but of course it is."
How so?
"Well, just take that Mammalia girl for a bit. She's far too pretty to lose her nose hidden behind a book. Suppose I hooked her up with that Mr. Lehman fellow. I mean, they're just right next door to each other. What do you think about that? Do you think you could help me set those two up? I think they'd be just perfect together. A couple of bookworms together." "Don't worry, I could find someone for you." "Oh, this is just exciting. Perhaps I might get some of the other misses together and we could think about this thing. I was just telling you that I was interested in doing my own sort of barbershop, but for ladies, not like Mr. Miggins has. No,
of course. I'm just
kind of Mr. Cartwright's
nodding
like,
along.
"Yes,
currently.
you can do anything that you put your mind to." He's like, "What do you mean by that?" I just meant that you are quite capable in anything that you see yourself involved with." "Give me an example." That shelf that you put up by yourself." "Oh, yes, that thing was just dandy. See, I had a couple of things that I wanted to collect and put on display. Well, I don't mean to go into all the details with you, but I just put that thing up by myself. Didn't need any old man around the house, and it was perfect." And he's like, "Yes, it was quite a good height to catch the sunlight, and is there a problem, dear? You could go ahead and say it." "Well, I mean, no, it's quite all right. I understand this is something personal, but if there's something that you want to tell me, just go right out and say it." "It is kind of near to the corner, and I do bump my elbow against it quite a bit." "Oh, I'm sorry, dear. Well, I didn't want to tell you because I didn't want to, destroy your accomplishment." "Oh, don't worry about me. My echo's proper enough as it is. Just take the thing down and move it. It's not that big of a deal. I'm not such of a wimpy woman that I can't help. Anyway, come on, let's move the thing right now. And she grabs him by the wrist and pulls him off. And Constable Cartwright just kind of like gives you a salute. They're like, is that pound cake? You were having pound cake? No. Without me? Oh, give me some of that. Oh, is this Mr. Marigold's? He has to give me the recipe. It's pound cake. It's just 1 pound of sugar, 1 pound. And they're just like walking off.
Gus is just gonna kind of just shake his head and just like go along and go ahead and do what he was planning on doing
All right.
in the first place.
You go over to Ruby's
gonna go
house.
to Ruby. Yeah.
Okay. Joe, if you would like to accompany him or whatever, or not, or
Joe,
you tell me what you want to do.
Yes, Father Gus.
I could use an extra set of hands for this. Could you come along?
Sure thing. Show will be more than happy. All right, no legs. All right.
No legs? Excuse me.
Joe has no legs.
Well, you see, the Show's got the extra hands and I got the extra legs, so let me bring Show for you and he can do the
heavy lifting.
Yeah, exactly.
I see.
Oh.
This is great. I love this character.
Anyways, I tag alongside Father Gus.
Okay. You guys arrive outside of a lush estate. Probably bigger than the mayor's, to be perfectly honest. The mayor lives rather, modest, because he isn't that famous or, well off or whatnot. Mostly because the town won't allow him to embezzle or anything and whatnot. But Ruby, you can describe what your house looks like and how fancy it is.
So, any extravagancy is purely from Ruby because her parents are so technical and methodical. But it is very, there is obviously that there's no groundskeeper because her parents don't see the point in hiring someone to keep the grounds, so it is very minimal.
Alrighty.
But there's a good enough amount of decor that it looks fancy, and it is a large
Would you say
building
it's
for
overgrown
the
a
estate
little,
park.
or maybe unkempt?
I'd say unkempt because while she does attempt to every now and then clean it up, she is not herself a groundskeeper. She will occasionally pay someone to do it for her because she probably
Joe and Show, yeah.
Yeah. Because there's probably not many people in this town that are groundskeepers, and Joe's probably one of the few.
It's likely Joe that probably does it.
Yeah. She herself probably hires him every now and then to come out fix up the grounds for the house. So because she knows that she's not gonna hire him all that much, the outside isn't that extravagant, but the inside, I'm very bad at describing, but
So
there's the main.
Maybe when Gus comes here, Joe is already here, working on the grounds. That's why I couldn't find you.
So that's where you went off to.
Gus said we're going to go to Ruby's, and Joe used the fast travel option. He forgot Gus had done that before.
Yeah, he already has it unlocked.
But there's the main house, which pretty large because there's a observatory. It's not a full blown observatory, but what I think the word is conservatory actually.
Gotcha, yeah.
But her
observatory
is an engineer,
is
so
telescope.
Yeah, observatory is telescope. Conservatory is
it's just a covered area. You alright, bud?
But Yeah, I need to turn the AC on. I'll be back in a moment.
Alrighty. Oh, I'm looking up right now what a conservatory is. Also, I missed one of the best parts. Actually, do you mind if I do it real quick?
Do what?
Oh, one of the bits that I forgot to do, as the constable and his wife were talking, you were gonna hear Scott cough in the background. She's like, "Oh, Mr. Dooley, are you all right?" Yes, it just must be this weather that we're having. Maybe I'll spend a night at the Rug Roof Inn. I'll get a room and I'll be feeling better. And she's like, "Oh, all right then. Toodaloo." That's all I wanted to do.
Fair.
All right. Continue with describing how better your house is to compare to everyone else.
Look, it's a big house. Gus does probably knows her parents. The dad is an engineer, so he's got like there's like a little workshop shed in the back area. Like they're not your normal rich people. They are rich because of work, like pure from work. So, and then the mom is a scientist, so she's got her own little laboratory, some like a fairly sizable one. The person who makes the house look like a home is actually Ruby, which is the weird thing. But there's the main building, which is their home. Then in the back, the shed for like or the workshop area that the dad has. And then there's another structure thing with like a fenced area. It's a stable because Ruby does have her own horse. That's how she gets in and out of town. And whenever the parents want to go into town, they they ride the horse too. Usually, if usually they bleh, not a they have like a cart if they are all going into town. Um, but probably when you're getting there, you're seeing her outside just collect like she's doing something to like collect some of the mist, and she's got like a couple of bags and or like suitcase like things sitting out of the front because she expected you early, but you got distracted by there were people that were holding you up.
Mm.
Don't worry about me. Sorry that went on for so long.
No, you're good.
So, what sort of things do you have gathered up, and what is your plans for today? Nice.
So she's just bringing a bunch of different chemistry equipment, like a couple of a thing called an alembic, some crucible. Like she's just gonna be testing. Like she's going to take some chemistry supplies to the Mary. What was her name again?
Amelia?
Milia. Go to her area and just like examine the paint off of that the painting, and also examine the mist more closely.
Okay. So I guess you guys are heading over to the little shop.
Mm-hmm.
Suppose so.
I'm trying to think of what the name of it would be. I don't think she would name it. Oh wait, no, I did name it. The Eclectic Collection. That's right. So you guys make your way over to the Eclectic Collection. I think the lights are off because it's still like very early morning hours. Actually, I'll say that maybe at this point sun is like starting to break through. The mist is not burning off. It is still pretty thick. And I think Father Timothy just leaves the lights on because he can't find his lamplighter pole, so you can't even snuff him out. But I think you guys need them all day because of like how difficult it is to see. Like more than like 30 feet in front of you, like it just starts to get pretty thick. But the radio is still going. I think it's just sort of mumbling about different things and whatnot.
Oh, it's still on. Hmm?
Yeah. She doesn't know how it works or what it does or what powers it, but it's just constantly going. So you can come and visit it at all hours of the day. And basically, this will be like one of the hint things that you guys can use.
Yeah.
If
I
you
remember you explaining that.
Yeah. So yeah, if you guys want to like talk to it or like bring something to it, it might give you a little something.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I'm trying to think. I think it's talking about the weather for today, and saying how it might be a bit foggy out for a while. So best to trying to think of like how to phrase it. It's like, seems like it's going to be a bit of a foggy one for today, so might as well bundle up close and keep your loved ones even closer. Make sure to not stumble on your ways. Keep an eye on the road and heads down low. Or just like something like that, like some sort of like announcer voice that's kind of talking. I'll try to come up with a better voice for the radio, but
all good.
It's just kind of like talking nonsense at the moment.
Just use the J. Jonah Jameson voice.
Pictures of Spider-Man.
Speedo Man.
I want a picture of the mist. I want a picture of the mist on my desk. I want a picture on my desk this morning. I want it yesterday. I want it right now. You better give me a picture of the mist or else I'm going to throw my head off.
You in the mist.
It just reminds me of the meme where it's like, I want pictures of Spider-Man. I want Spider-Man spread eagle on my desk yesterday, last night. I want him alone. I want a minute with him. I want to spend some time with him. I want him to hold me close. I want him to...
Insane.
Insane in the membrane.
All right. So... wait, are we inside the building currently?
No, she hasn't shown up yet, so you guys are just waiting outside.
Oh, okay.
I think people are like starting to set up shop and whatnot. Oh, actually,
so,
how about this? Oh,
Joe. I never did ask you how you came across that shovel that makes it so special to you.
I woke up with it.
You woke up with it?
Yes, sir. Been with me ever since I can remember. Which albeit isn't very far. I don't remember.
1, 2 years.
You know what? He ain't lying.
He's not lying, no.
Of course he's not lying. He's standing right up.
Town. Haven't really been keeping track of the days.
You think somebody left you with it?
Maybe. I don't know. All I know was I woke up next to a hole with a shovel. And,
You woke up next to a hole?
Yes. I know what you're thinking.
Interesting.
A man like me, I like my holes, but I did indeed now wake up inside that hole.
The holy man speaking to a holy man.
My holiness goes deeper, though, I must say.
This town is so weird.
Where's Rose?
Where's what?
Rose.
Do you mean?
I mean Ruby. Excuse me.
Oh, I was gonna say Rose is out
I'm
front,
here with you.
setting up the sandwich board, and she's like, I think she's like petting the dog that's out front. They've got this big like fuzzy dog. It's like a husky or something. It's like this big white and gray dog. That, they don't know where it came from. It just kind of came, and it sits out front on like the delivery block. But because everyone just like kind of helps load up the deliveries, anyone that does a delivery, it just immediately gets put in. So there isn't a point for the delivery block. So the dog just kind of sits on that. And they just call the dog Luna. And I think Rose is just there and kind of gives you guys a wave. And I think she like calls out, says, "Morning, Oliver," as like Oliver is running through the street. She's like, I think like Oliver like gives her a look. Actually, I think he runs up to you guys and he's like, "Now, why is she calling my name? Why does she got to do that? It's embarrassing."
Just say good morning back.
No, that's weird. I don't want to call out in front of the entire town and say hello to someone. You say that when you're close to somebody.
It's rude not to respond.
Do I have to?
Now you do.
She's being all weird about it. She's like saying,
I think
hi
you're
to
being
me
more
even
weird
though I'm
about
not-
it.
Morning, Rose. And Rose kind of like smiles and gives him a wave. Girls are gross.
Do you have snot dripping out your nose?
I do not. He wipes his nose. See, I told you.
Yeah, but you believed me.
How old are you?
Ruby's 20. She just will banter with anybody.
Okay. Oliver is 7. So he's just like,
yeah, Ruby will banter with anyone.
Grown-ups are mean. And he just like runs off.
Thank you.
What?
I strive to be as mean as I can.
He looks to Gus like, can you do something? Like,
you could leave.
I was trying to.
Just
shut up. And he runs off.
You certainly seem to be quite the character.
Look, there really isn't much in this town to
entertain yourself.
It is very, very boring here.
So why haven't you moved?
My parents are weirder than I am. Okay, I'll be honest. I honestly don't know why we live here. They're very weird. I don't understand them sometimes. But they're my parents. I couldn't leave them.
So, you said you needed some help moving some luggage?
Well, out of character. It seemed like we kind of hand-waved it that we're already here at the eclectic place.
Oh,
eclectic collections waiting.
Yeah, so you have it basically.
Oh, okay.
And if you guys also don't have any more banter, then I'll just say that Mamilia shows up and lets you in. She says, "Oh, you're here early. It's honestly never had reoccurring customers before, so welcome back." She gives you all a smile and a nod and gives you a specific look, Gus, before heading inside. Oh my goodness. You guys enter in and you can see there is a mess on the floor, specifically like dripping onto like the back of her chair. Where the picture was hung up, it looks like it is melted a bit. Like it is runny, like the paint itself has like very much dripped off of it, and it looks like it is basically just like a wet canvas.
Well, that certainly doesn't seem quite right.
I'm gonna.
I guess that's what you get for putting up a painting before it's dry. She goes into the back to get something to clean up the mess. You have a moment to yourselves to investigate the situation.
I'm going to put down whatever I'm carrying and grab some sort of. I'll grab a test tube or something.
Okay.
No, I'll just grab one of the crucibles and collect as much of the paint as I can, I guess.
Where are you gathering it from? Are you gathering it from like the floor, the chair? There's some dripping down the wall. There is like some stuff on the canvas.
I'm gonna try to get what's dripping off of the wall because I don't really have the stuff to clean that. What kind of chair is it?
It is it's like a very nice like broidered chair. You can see that it's got like a wicker base, and then it's got like it's like a very comfortable smoking chair, for lack of a better term. You know what I mean by a smoking chair?
I do not.
Okay.
But
it's kind of like a love seat, basically. I'll get you like a picture. Like this.
Gotcha. Yeah, I wouldn't have anything to be able to properly clean and get stuff off of that, so I'll focus on trying to get stuff off of the wall.
Yeah, you can just take a sample. Does anyone want to give me anything else for investigating the scene? Like, you can just tell me if you want to do something, or you can give me like some sort of skill check. However you would like to approach the situation.
Let me think. I guess I could just investigate painting itself.
Okay. Yeah, you want to give me like an investigation or something?
Yeah. Oh, wow. I wasn't expecting to actually be able to do something.
You got a 6.
I did.
So that's going to be a hard success. You can tell that there's no possible way that this picture would have melted like this. Like you know like how paints work and how like water affects things and how it needs to dry. It doesn't even feel humid in here. Like it feels relatively dry. Again, like as you enter through the doorway, you get like that ear popping sensation and it feels quiet, You know that there's some sort of ward. You get the sense that there's actually more material on the painting than there was last night.
Interesting.
And you almost get the sense that this is not paint. This is mud. And you know this kind of mud. This is the kind of mud that comes from the streets. Like the picture of the street that this was drawn of. As if mud has come out of the painting. Could you give me a sanity check?
All right.
Oh, so that is a fumble.
Yep.
What is your sanity currently?
Real quick, Sparrow.
Yes.
that thing that Father Timothy did for us, was it
it was
24
one day
hours?
only. Yeah. So I will say that how about this? What it would be is that it would be every day, and I think that's what I said. So I do want to keep that locked in. See, the portent roles that you guys had, you don't have them anymore. So I think you guys will need to go check in with Father Timothy if you want to get those back today.
Gotcha.
So just something that if you really want to do that, make sure to do that. And if every session turns out to be just one day, that might be like something that you do every single morning, but I want you guys to keep track of that just because I don't think it makes sense for me to give you those rules every session. I think I want to let you guys make your decisions and actions. So yes, but I believe a 99 is a fumble, meaning that normally you cannot push a sanity roll or spend luck on it, but if you would like to, Ryan, I think I would allow you to push this roll and re-roll, but if you fail, then something worse will happen.
Sure, I'll push it.
All right, how are you pushing it?
Like,
are you stealing yourself? Do you like... Because I think you've made some sort of realization that, like, this painting is maybe magical or something unnatural is happening.
Steal myself by clutching to the crucifix around my neck.
Okay. All right. Roll again. I know what's gonna happen if you fail. 37.
Okay, I'm good.
All right. I am gonna still make you lose 1 point of sanity, though.
Okay.
But yes, you think that just how, like, yesterday when you saw this painting when it was completed, it looked as if it was moving. You can see that the picture is no longer moving now, but there is definitely mud that has come out of this picture. And the way that it's dripped down the wall, you can see that there is like this big splat on the floor, as if something has come out of the painting.
Something's left this painting. As if it climbed out and then scurried off.
How do you guys react?
I think he's crazy.
All right, then tell him.
What, like he somehow painted, it's got a bug stuck under his paint or something?
Not exactly.
Look,
when I had created a ward for this man who painted this picture, it shattered and splintered when it entered his hand. So it wouldn't surprise me if something unnatural were to be made from this painting.
Look, if you can recreate something, then maybe I'll think about it. But I live in the world of logic and reason. Now recreate it and sure. But for now, I'm going to collect as much of this as I can to see if I can figure out what's going on here.
Okay.
I don't quite think that recreation would be possible, because we're not on... I wouldn't think that we would be on agreeable terms. At least not for now.
Everything has a reasoning behind it. Even if we as humans do not understand it, there is some reason it happens. Therefore, it should be recreatable in some instance or manner. If there was no logic behind it or no reasoning behind it, you wouldn't even have your own theory behind what happened. For now, if you want to look into whatever this mess is, help me collect some of it. Or you can go follow this trail that you seem to see.
Fine. And Father Gus will attempt to scrape off some of the mud from the painting.
Okay.
And
yep, it is definitely mud and not paint.
Put it in the glass vial, I suppose.
Okay.
Just like, yep, that's definitely mud. That's not paint.
Yes, and even
if
it is
mud painted there, but not anymore.
I mean, you could give it to your soil expert to confirm.
Joe,
yeah,
is this mud?
Give it here, Father Gus.
You want to give me like a natural world check or something?
Natural world check? Sure.
He just lists specifically like the pH of the soil and like
he licks it,
the nutrients in it, and what kind of soil it is.
Or if you have a different skill that you want to use.
I
assume you have a character sheet.
I do actually have a character sheet.
All right, cool.
I don't know if that's not the right character sheet. There we go. No, I guess natural world would make sense. Would I just have...
I mean, this could just be like a spot hidden or a, some other
a spot hidden? Okay.
Like,
yeah,
you tell me what skill you're using, and I will give you different information.
Gotcha. Okay. You know what? I'll use spot hidden to see if it's truly mud, or dirt that I work with, or if it's something different.
In the future, and just as a general rule, I would like you guys to tell me what skill you are using before you roll, just to.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, yeah. Keep it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So, yes, you got a 30 compared to what is your spot hidden number?
A 50.
Okay. So that is a success.
Normal.
You could spend 5 luck to make it a hard success to get some extra information if you want, or if you're fine with just the standard success.
Nah, I'm fine with the standard success.
Okay. I will let you know that this is definitely the kind of dirty kind of mud that you would find on the street. So this does make sense for the painting. However, it has been misty, it's been foggy, but it hasn't really been rainy. There hasn't really been a whole lot of mud in and around the town lately. This is mud that would happen in this town, but not anytime soon. You don't know where this mud would have come from.
I hold the mud up to Mr. Show, and I nod my head. Yep. Yeah, Father Gus, this is definitely mud.
Are you talking for the shovel?
In a sense. Yeah, I'm talking
he's like
with Mr. Show
it.
as well. But although it's the same mud that would be here, it's not here.
What is
conditions
that
for this
mean?
mud hasn't been met. We haven't the weather, Father Gus. Weather has been too not rainy enough.
So if it had been rainy, you believe that it would match the consistency of this mud that we have here?
Yes. I know it all too well. Digging in the rain. Isn't that right, Mr. Show? Yeah.
I assume for the most part, a lot of the dirt areas in this town are very much the same.
More than likely, I would assume.
I would go so far as to say that specifically this is the kind of like dirty kind of like street slosh that happens. Like there may not even be a whole lot of like dirt or whatnot. This is just kind of like collected dust slush that would like appear like on the streets and the cobblestones like when it gets tracked in across from like different pathways and whatnot. So this isn't like something that came just like picked up out of someone's garden and like added water to it. I think that Mr. Joe and Cho would be able to confirm that amount of information. That basically the landscape that Mr. Aramais, painted, this looks like this would be dirt or mud from there.
Is there any residual like paint?
I think the picture itself is pretty degraded. I mean, there is still paint underneath of the mud, but it's almost as if this painting was like a window, and it's been kind of like smudged as like something exploded out of it. Is what I will say. I'm giving you a lot of information right now, but it's kind of how it looks like.
Basically, there's less paint than I would have expected to see.
Mm-hmm.
Basically,
there's more material here now than when you saw what he applied to it yesterday.
I'm gonna grab out that book that she gave us that had him had a section on Aramais.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna kind of I guess library search is the one that best fits. Doing like a quick look at it.
Give me some sort of check.
Library use, I have a 24.
Okay.
That's a 3. How many times have I gotten 3?
Goodness, a lot. So what exactly are you looking for in the book?
Basically anything that she's just looking to see if anyone has mentioned anything that doesn't seem like it would fit normal paintings. Like she's trying to see if there's some sort of if other people have noticed something strange about his paintings.
Okay, I will say that like in your times that you have skimmed through, you would have noticed that like a lot of them are like detailing like the paintings that he's done over the years. You do notice that there is like a specific point where there was like a lapse in his history of doing painting, and then when he came back he was a much better painter, and there's no like information about like he went to art school or like he went to war, and there's just like no information, but then it's all showing like the copies of the paintings that he's done, detailing the works and like who it's for and how he got paid and his rise to success. And near the end of the book, it's sort of detailing how he became so famous that he was getting recommendations all over for people to, hire him. But then word started to spread that he was cursed and that people didn't want his paintings anymore. And there was some sort of event that the details are very limited on, but people are basically saying that they don't want pictures of him anymore because they feel that when they do, they are marked, because everyone that had one of his paintings, bad things started happening to him. People are starting to suffer like the plague or whatnot, and it's all very skeptical, and it's all very like circumstantial, where obviously it could just be like there's so many people with paintings and then like a plague broke out, and so there may not even be any correlation, but the requests stopped coming in, and at one point he was even like chased out of a town with his last painting that he did. And that last example that they don't have a good picture of what it looked like when it was in pristine condition, and it just sort of shows like a wide shot of a painting on an easel, and it's like melting off of the canvas.
I said the word correlation because that was the word that was running right through my mind when you said it.
Yeah, I mean, with a 3, I'm gonna give this to you. So yeah, it looks like a very similar situation to what you're having here, where it just looks like the picture is melting, but you're thinking that something else. Does anyone want to give me like a spot hidden or like a tracking for like following the trail or anything, or if you want to do any other?
Wait, there's a trail?
Oh yeah, there's like well, there may not notice it, but give me some skill checks and I might give you some information. There might be a trail for you to follow.
Let me ask a different question.
Let me ask Mr. Show what he thinks.
Yes, give me one moment. Oh, Mr. Show, we gotta come up with a question here. Third voice has gotta get on my nerves. No.
Yo,
all right, well, okay.
Bird.
Better question, I guess. You know what? Fuck it. Spot hidden check on the surroundings of the painting.
Okay.
I can't brain, so why am I doing brain things? Oh.
Bit of fat.
Oh. Yikes.
So what's your spot hidden? A 50?
50?
Yeah,
50.
Also try a spot hidden.
Okay.
I think I was probably too invested in reading the book.
I got nothing.
As a reminder, you can always spend luck to lower the roll, or you can push the roll to get advantage. Oh, and you can also spend egg points if you want to get an extra degree of success. You guys get egg points by guessing stuff for making jokes or getting clues. I think, Ryan, I gave you... No, I almost gave that away. You have not investigated that yet, so nope. Actually, no, I will give you an egg point, Ryan, for figuring out the thing with the mud. And I will also give Ruby an egg point for understanding what is happening with Mr. Aramais.
Well, Mr. Gus, while not quite a recreation of what you saw happen, there is a correlation that might be tied to it.
Do you like show the page in the book where it shows like a very similar situation to what's happening right now?
A lot of talk of curses and some such.
Strange. Certainly.
Now, I believe we may have gotten off on the wrong foot, Mr. Gus. I do believe demons do exist. It's just why would I don't think humans would be able to see it that easily.
You might have a point there. But
a lot of things can be explained away a lot easier than just a demon who could do anything.
With knowing my history, it's not so easy understanding what a demon is capable of.
And that's why that's why I believe in trying to find the most rational solution. Because if they can do anything, well, kind of hard to research that. Unless you can get one live.
You see Gus just like kind of shudder when you do mention that. Yeah.
Either way, unless we can figure out where whatever you believe came out of this painting went, I do believe Aramais might be able to help us figure something out.
Maybe, but I may have pushed him out a little too much.
Well, based on what I'm reading here, he may have
willing to cooperate.
Maybe, depending on what based on what I'm reading here, there's a chance that he may have believed you were going to chase him out of town, just like this most recent one.
Well, we haven't done it yet, so maybe he'll come through.
It's at that moment when you realize that the radio is starting to get a little bit louder, and you hadn't really paid attention to it because it was just sort of singing a song, but as it crackles with intensity, you hear the warning that it's singing to you. Creeping around, rolling around, hiding the mist, there is something in our midst. And that's when you hear a scream from the back room as Mamelia calls for help. Like, goodness gracious, what is that? And there's clattering.
What the hell?
And that's where we're going to take a bathroom break.
All right.
It did seem awfully suspicious that it took her a while to come to the front.
Well, I wanted to give you guys a moment to do some stuff, just because.
I know. I'm more or less.
Again,
it was a bad attempt at making a joke about it.
This is only a level 1 thing, so it's like one of those point-and-click adventures where like the thing doesn't progress until you actually like do the thing. But because you guys did, try to look for the trail, and failed, I did want to move on and not like trap you guys with like, you didn't find a thing, haha. So yes, the thing is in the back room with Mamelia. So
grand.
I'm gonna top off my water, and when we get back, we'll deal with a creature.
La creatura!
I will let the two of you handle the creature.
2. I look down at Show. 3.
Well, he needs your help to fight. 2.5 men.
Show cannot fight on his own.
What do you mean? Show is a very capable fighter.
Show.
I just spin him on the ground.
Beyblade, let it rip.
Let's fight an epic battle. Face off with the menu.
Snoop around, foot around, hide in the mist. There's a creepy crawly that's come from the mist. So yeah, there is like this the door that leads into the back, and as you guys barge through the door, you can see that there is just kind of like shelves with all different kinds of boxes and supplies and things, and a lot of it is just kind of like folders for keeping track of like bookkeeping and whatnot. It seems like there's some personal storage back here as well, like a probably has like a lunch station back here. But you can see that she's in the far corner with there's just like some basic supplies like a broom and whatnot. And you can see that she was messing around with a bucket of rags, and has dropped it to the floor as a small muddy creature has latched onto her backside.
La creatura.
Yes. What would you guys like to do? So there is not traditionally any sort of initiative or turn order. This is literally just you tell me what you want to do, and depending upon what happens, we'll figure it out.
I'm a fucking try to grab it, I guess. Grab it off.
Okay, give me a yoink check.
Yoink check time. Yoink. Would this be size?
So I think if you were like doing a contested, grapple, there is like a thing for that. Right now, Mamili is like frantically flailing around as something is latched onto her. I think you could give me some sort of like grapple or brawling to like grab hold of her and like steady her and get the thing off of her. But I think you need to make some sort of like grabbing check.
That's brawl then, I would assume, right?
Yeah.
My brawl is pretty high.
All right, what's your brawl?
54. Ooh. I rolled a 54.
What is your brawl number?
75.
Okay, so that's just a normal success.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're grabbing for the creature, not her, right?
La creatura.
Okay, you reach out and grab this thing. With your large hand, I think you're able to wrap your entire hand around it. It's about the size of like a cat or something. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But it is very muddy and squishy. And it does like let out like a gurgled cry from beneath the mud. It's just or something. You're not sure what type of creature it is. It's like matted down with this mud.
This fucking thing.
I think Mamilia's like, get it off of me. So you have hold of it.
I've got it.
It still has a hold of her. Now what do you guys do?
Yoink.
Yoinketh.
Yo, hit it.
Not you want to study these things, don't you?
Hey, you gotta get it off of the person that's attacking. You can study it.
Yeah, I yoink. I do a yoink check.
Corpses
All right.
can be studied too.
If you just want to rip it off of her, you can give me like a strength or a size check.
Okay, yeah, no, even with an 80, that's a success then. Okay.
All right. I'm now going to roll.
I have a 90 in strength and size.
I'm now going to roll for her clothes to see if they stay intact.
Oh boy.
No. You completely rip this thing off of her backside, which shreds her blouse that she had. And I think she just kind of falls to the ground and clutches herself. And you can see that there's claw marks in her back, and she's like bleeding a little bit, but it's like kind of cat-like and superficial, you know, like just, you don't think that she's taken too much damage, but she probably should get that disinfected or something. And now you have this like flailing, gurgling creature in your hand.
Is there a jar large enough to contain it? That
first of all,
Ruby, do you have something to contain this thing?
What were you gonna say, Sparrow?
I would like to make a contested roll now, where I would like you to roll me maybe brawl again or something, or maybe size.
All right.
Because it's gonna like try and attempt to break grapple, basically.
Oh. Yeah, that's a hard success.
Wait.
For me, anyway.
You missed the one. Oh.
Oh.
Oh no.
So as you grip hold of this thing, it squishes out of your hand like a tube of toothpaste. I rolled a 1. For anyone listening to this session.
I see that.
No, just for people that's watching the session in the future. I rolled a 1. So that is a unequivocal success. Yeah, it squirts up into the air and it like spreads its arms and legs out and tries to like fly, but it just slaps to the ground with a thud. It's now gonna try and skitter away.
I'm gonna grab it again. I'm gonna tackle that bitch.
Hit it, Joe.
Is anyone else doing anything?
I don't have combat.
Ruby's just yelling at Joe to hit it. To try and concuss it.
Yeah, Ruby's just yelling at Joe to hit it.
Joe should try and concuss it.
Close am I?
Yeah, do you? I mean, you are close enough that if you want to try and whack at it with your shovel, you absolutely could.
Make it into a pancake.
Do you have any weapon skill? I think what I suggested would be to do it like axe.
I have a shovel skill.
Oh, you do have a shovel skill. Okay. I don't think there is a traditional shovel skill. Did you make up a shovel skill?
Nope. It's well, at least
brawling,
this
right?
site I used.
Oh, they just had a skill for shovel? Cool.
Yeah, Gravedigger, you start with a shovel skill?
Yeah. Because of how many different kind of skills there are, you can, like, make up skills. So, like, gunsmith isn't a skill, but that would, you know, be something reasonable. You know, stuff like that.
Yeah, I can send you the site I used that had the
no worries.
It, but, yeah, I feel like as a gravedigger, I'd have a shovel skill.
Yes, I think this wouldn't normally quantify as shoveling by a traditional sense. I think this would be a weapon attack. But
which I do have a fighting skill.
So I will say that you can either roll fighting or you can roll shovel skill, but I'm gonna need a greater success.
A greater success.
So
greater success if I
let me roll to see how good it's going to attempt to run away. How about that?
Okay.
I did it again. I'm just gonna copy this so I can paste it. All right, 66. So not great. It got a barely success. So I need you to get a hard success. So you're gonna have to roll below your shovel skill, below half, if you're gonna use your shovel skill, or you can give me a fight check, and then just get a normal success.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I thought you meant for both. I'd have to get a hard success.
No, if you are gonna be fighting it, then yes.
Yeah, I guess I would be. I'll use the fighting skill.
Okay. Let's see if you can get a normal success while fighting.
Well, I did not.
Okay. How much off are you?
7.
Do you want to spend 7 luck, or would you like to push it? Maybe you're pushing it by, like, swinging more frantically and wildly. Maybe you might hit something if you fail. I mean, you tell me how you're pushing, I suppose, but I'm just suggesting.
Nah, I won't push it.
All right. You just want to spend 7 luck, or are you fine with the fail?
I'm fine with the fail.
All right. You bring your shovel down and wax the floor. It does dent the floor, and I think it does, like, cause a bit of a mess, and the thing does scurry away. Gus, if you want to try and grab it.
Yep.
All right.
I'm tackling it.
All right. Actually, you know what? If you just want to, like, land on top of it, this could be a size check. If you want to actually grab it again, that'll be brawling.
Either or, it's a success.
Oh, okay. You grab it up again.
Approximately how big is it?
You see it, like, double back around and seem to, like, dive for the hole in the floor that Joe just dug, and you snatch it up again. I think Mamiya just, like, kicks you the bucket.
Shoot. Do we have... Ruby, can you grab some to keep it contained in that bucket?
There's, like, a dustpan nearby.
Yeah, I'll grab the dustpan.
Okay.
I'm just, like, ready to... Once he... Yeah, I'll put the dustpan, like, next to the bucket, and I'm ready to, like, slam the bucket down once he...
All right, Ruby, I would like you to roll me a skill now. I think Gus can do this, but I need you to be, like, ready with the dustpan is what this is. So maybe, like, a dex check or something.
Yeah, that's what I was going to argue for dex, because that's one of my better ones.
Yeah, I don't think there's a specific skill for use dustpan.
You never know. That's a normal success.
All right. Yeah, Gus, you drop that thing into the pan, and it just rattles around in the pan. And as it, like, tries to scramble out, because it is, like, covered in mud, and as it's, like, trying to climb out, just wham, like like Tom and Jerry, you just slam the dustbin on top of its head, and it goes silent in the bucket. And then it just kind of starts making like moaning sounds like.
What in the heck? That.
You got up close and personal to it. Any idea what that was? And Ruby, after saying that, Ruby's gonna look for like something to help cover Mamilia with, so that she's not.
Are you okay, Mamilia?
I mean, her front side is fine. It's just like her backside got ripped up a bit. So she kind of like stands up and she's like, "Goodness gracious, what is that thing? I found it hiding back here amongst the cleaning supplies. It seemed like it was eating it."
Eating the cleaning supplies?
She points to like some boxes of like cleaning solution that have like the corners nibbled out.
Well, I'm not really quite sure. It's certainly too early to be certain, but you should probably go see the doctor about those scratches on your back. You don't want that getting infected. We'll take care of whatever this thing is from here.
Okay, you all can just leave this here. I'll clean this up later. And she like gets her jacket. Or no, she doesn't have a jacket. She's got like a camisole that she kind of throws around herself. And she says, just lock up when you leave. I'll be back later."
Can do. I'll come back to check up on you.
Okay. And it's like she has like the deadbolt key, but you can just like lock the handle as you leave. So now the entire store is open to you guys to investigate however you see fit.
Are there remnants of the thing? Like, as in, like, it looked like it was covered by something, right? Or like it was brown and whatnot?
Yes, it was covered in mud. So as it like scratched around on the floor, it did leave mud trails all over.
With the knowledge I have from the mud I inspected, could I compare
it's the same mud.
The thing left behind?
Yep.
Cool. Father Gus.
Yes, Joe?
It's a show here. It's kind enough to let me know that whatever that thing is, it's covered in the same mud that was on the painting.
Is it now?
Gee.
You think that that's the thing that came out of it?
Well, I don't know about coming out or something, but I think we need a close inspection on whatever this is.
You're gonna make me pull the thing out of the bucket, aren't you?
Well, I'm not. Mr. Show is.
We likely need to find something to...
The one that hurts like hell? The one that hurts like hell. Is there any way... Ruby, you have all these glass containers and such. Do you have anything that would be better to contain whatever this thing is?
I don't think I have a glass box big enough for this, but we could find a cage, and that way we could still see it while it's trapped. There's bound to be someone in town that has one. Anything big enough glass that would hold it, I didn't have a reason to bring it into town.
Well, if we did have somebody that worked on glass here, I would have had them fixing the window, but maybe you could check with let's see. It was maybe you could check with Mr. Marigold, see if he has anything.
It shouldn't be too hard to find some sort of cage. There's lots of people have animals. She is going to grab one of the things that it like bit open.
Mm-hmm.
And she doesn't really know animals all too well. Let's see, do I have a good... No, I don't really have a great stat for trying to tell what kind of animal... I don't have anything. She'll just carry the box with her in case we come across someone who knows animals well.
Okay.
But for now, well, who wants to carry it for now?
Fine. And Gus is going to pick up the dustpan and hold it tightly against the bucket.
Okay.
And then we probably also want to take the painting. I don't think anything else might happen with it, but better safe than sorry to leave it in here.
I suppose so.
So yeah, I'll grab the painting as we leave the building. And I guess we're going to Marigold's.
Okay. Indeed.
All right. You guys make your way over to the general store. Yeah, I don't think there's a name for it. I think it's just everyone knows it as the general store.
The general store, yeah.
As you guys make your way through the front door, pushing past the big glass doors, Luna, the white and gray dog that's outside, that's normally very friendly, that I don't think you've ever heard it bark or anything, as you are walking through with the bucket, it like sneers and growls.
That's not common behavior from her.
Well, canines usually have a sharp sense. Whatever's in that bucket is clearly not a good thing to have around.
We'll see if we can get this thing contained. I knock on the door of the general store and say, Mr. Marigold.
Oh, ah! And you hear like clattering sounds from above you as Mr. Marigold falls off the roof, falls onto the overhang for the door, and then falls to the ground. Then a bucket of nails falls to the ground next to him, and then a hammer lands on his belly.
You all right?
Oh, don't mind me. I was just fixing up a couple loose ends. You know how it is. What you got there? And he like gets up. He's like, oh, where's my hat? Oh no, I lost my hat. Where's my hat? Oh, it must be on the roof. Gosh, tootin'. Pardon my French.
That wasn't French.
Oh, excusez-moi. Anywho, how can I help you?
We need a
sturdy animal cage.
Yes. Well, no.
Well, what kind of animal you got?
A little tighter.
You need something tighter than an animal cage.
Yes.
He's looking at you suspiciously. What kind of stuff are you up to? No, don't mind me, I'm just trying to help my customers. I don't really care what sort of business you and your entourage get up to. He waves at you, Ruby. Just kind of like twiddles his fingers. And then he looks at you, Gus, and like raises an eyebrows, like, huh?
I just
you're a fast learner.
I
see you're getting.
I just shake my head.
You see the the bucket here? A creature about that size. There's a creature in there, and we want to study it.
Well, that there is a bucket, and well,
inside.
Well, a lot of things could be in there. You could have a squirrel, a mouse. You could maybe fit a cat in there. I don't know. I've seen some big cats. I've seen some real nasty cats. You know, Miss Megan's has a cat. It went missing not too long ago. But
yes, it's something about that size.
Something cat sized. All right. I got something for you. How about one of these rabbit cages? I made them myself. And he holds up kind of like a wooden box that has like not barbed wire, but like wire mesh around the side of it.
Yep, that certainly looks tight enough. How much you want for it?
Oh, for you and your lady friend, it's on the house.
I don't take charity.
I can't just walk out without paying you something.
Charity,
maybe you could stop back by later and help me with the roof. What'd you say?
Well, I do have carpentry skills under my belt.
That you do, and a lot above your belt too.
You need to see the doctor.
Yeah, see, I'm more interested about what you got above your belt with those arms and whatnot for handling.
He's just like that.
Well, he did just fall off of the roof.
Now, that ain't the first time I've fallen off that roof, and it won't be the last time, I'll tell you what. You can't stop me from falling off my own roof.
Is it going to be every time that we go to knock? He's just going to fall off the roof and just be like, oh, hello.
No,
one time he's going to come from under the ground.
Oh, now if you're fine with this, it seems like I've got another business. Hey, Ron. Oh, hey, Billy. Thank you for getting that very vague reference.
I grew up in the Vine era of Sparrow.
Okay.
Of course I know what that is.
That's why you send me memes from Reddit.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. All right. So yes, now you have a cage.
All right. We are going to go outside and quickly stuff the thing into the cage.
All right, I'll just say that you can do that. It attempts to bolt out, but this is one of those cages for catching rabbits, so it dashes forward, pushing through, and it actually captures itself in the cage.
All right. Well, that certainly should give us a good opportunity to look at whatever the blazes this thing is.
It's still quite covered in mud. Maybe we should pour some water over it to see if we can get some of that off to get a better look at it.
I don't know if that's not part of it. I guess there's only one way to find out.
Marigold just like shouts from the way out, "You're welcome to use my hose out back."
Ah, well, that's my kind of you, Mr. Marigold.
He gives you 2 big thumbs up.
All right.
Still assuming that you and Ruby are up to no good.
Joe and Show are here too.
He's invisible.
Joe is no shot.
Joe is invisible, but Show isn't.
No,
shovel.
Joe comes into the general store all the time to do stuff.
Fair enough. He is the groundskeeper.
He is the official on yard tools. All right.
Ah, so he's a landscaper as well.
I'm not. Mr. Show is.
Mr. Marigold has Joe bring Show in to make sure that the new shipment of lawn equipment is up to snuff. And sometimes, you know, Show goes into the back room with the rakes and the hose by himself to, you know. You know, because, you know, every so often if you get an extra, you know, hand trowel out of the deal, you know, little baby shovel pops up out of nowhere, you know, that's just saving money. None of that is canon.
It's canon to me. Junior is just over there.
How does a shovel grow? Do you plant it in the ground?
Oh,
mitosis.
What a silly question. It grows every now and then. You replace the handle with a slightly bigger stick. Boom, bada bing.
So silly. You're saying that shovels can grow. First you're saying shovels can grow, then you're gonna say that knees.
I'm falling for it.
Just knees.
Nope.
Yeah. You've never seen a knee grow?
Yeah.
All right, you guys go around back. The general store does have like a water spigot out back that is like hooked up to the well. That does have semantics on it so that you can like pump water up and out.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
So who's gonna spray that thing? I don't look forward to whatever noise it's gonna make.
I'll put the cage thing under the water spigot and pull the lever, crunk.
Okay. You all watch as the water pours across this thing and it yowls in protest, going, "Wah, wah, wah, wah."
Yeah.
And you watch this thing fall to the ground and roll in agony, and then it stops moving as the mud trickles off of it and kind of like as the water rolls away, leaving nothing behind but an empty cage. I would like you all to roll sanity checks.
Sanity.
All right.
Good.
Well, I wanted to turn off the water before that happened, but
okay.
I'll use my advantage.
Oh, okay.
Inspiration.
Your inspiration to reroll. Okay.
Good. The opportunity.
Good. You both got a 94.
Wait, yeah, I got the same number.
That means I'm gonna roll 1d8 for sanity loss. That's a 5. You both lose 5 points of sanity. Joe. Show is fine. Show loses 1 point of humanity. Joe and Ruby, you both lose 5 points of humanity or insanity. Excuse me. And Gus, you lose 1 point of sanity. Because you guys both lose 5 sanity in one go, you are both going to suffer temporary bouts of madness.
Whoa.
So traditionally what this is you basically take some sort of negative modifier to your personality or character trait or whatnot. And usually there is like a big list that I can roll on, and it could give you something as strange as like the fear of orca whales, or the fear of the dark, or the fear of spiders, or something like that. Sometimes it's just like you freeze up, sometimes it means you run away or whatnot. how are you guys feeling in this moment where you have just seen a creature that you thought was just like a muddy cat get washed away with water? And I think the water is still spluttering and it's still smashing through the cage and starting to dig a hole now in the ground as this creature has just disappeared in front of your very eyes. This is unnatural.
We still have the bucket, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna try to scoop the mud into the bucket and get the dustpan again.
Give me a shoveling skill check with.
I don't have that.
Yeah. How is Joe feeling in this situation?
Oh, I got a 6.
All right.
He is flabbergasted.
I'm gonna say you've never seen something like this. You drop Show, and you completely forget about him.
Show.
Oh no.
Ruby, I'm gonna say the same thing. You also drop your camera and like chemistry equipment, and it just kind of falls to the ground. And you guys are just flabbergasted by this. You don't know what to think. You don't know how to feel. You don't know if you should try and like scrounge for it. You don't know if you should run away. I think you're stunned in this moment. But Gus, you get the bucket. You try to scoop up what remnants are still rolling across the ground. You do scoop up a bucket of mud.
Shit. You said it was running into the ground, so I figured it was moving unnaturally, but I guess
not. No, it was literally just like the water is like trickling away.
Oh, okay.
Do you turn off the spigot?
I wanted to do that before it dissolved, but I didn't get the chance to say that.
All right. You do so now. And you turn to your friends, and I think they're just staring in shock, like maybe babbling or like, not speaking, but just like very much not in this moment, and you need to help them like snap out of it. What do you do?
I hold my crucifix to my chest and just say, Lord, grant these souls peace of mind, please.
All right, give me a power roll. And I will let you do this, but individually. So who are you doing this to first?
First Joe.
All right. You give her prayer.
I rolled a 7.
Yes, I see that.
That's a 1.5. Excuse me.
So that's an extreme success.
Yes.
Joe, you snap back. And you realize who you are, you realize where you are, and you realize the horror that you just witnessed. But even more than that, you realize that you dropped Show, and he's
yes, Mr. Show. I go to immediately scoop up Mr. Show.
Okay.
Yes. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna push this roll.
Okay. How are you pushing?
Let's see. I think I'm going to grip the crucifix more tightly, so if this fails, it'll snap.
Yep.
Okay, we're good.
Okay. I'm gonna say that maybe you wear off some of the patina a little bit, because you've been clutching that thing a lot lately.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you also snap Ruby out of her stupor.
Her eyes kind of like dart around and then back to the cage, and she quickly pulls out like her notebook from one of her pockets and starts trying to sketch that thing.
Okay. You do a child's drawing of a cat, and it looks exactly like that.
I'm not a good artist. What?
No, like you drawing like a very poorly, just kind of like scribbled drawing. That's pretty accurate to what it looked like.
Okay.
Like you don't know what creature it was. Maybe it was a possum. Maybe it was a cat. Maybe it was some other sort of like large rodent or something. You're not entirely sure.
I think I know what happened to Miss Miggin's cat. Somehow got a hold of that painting and did something to it.
Painting was left on the grounds, laying flat for a good while. We need to find Aramais.
Yeah, I was about to say we should probably see about consulting Aramais. So I take it then that we go to seek Aramais.
Where do you look for him? Do you also give the cage back?
Yes.
Okay. Like, oh, you're finished with it. That was quick. It's a bit dirty. Oh, don't mind me. I see you have washed it off.
Apologies.
Okay.
We did something to it that we weren't supposed to.
Don't tell me the details. I'd much rather imagine.
Cat died.
What?
We got the blood off. Don't worry.
I'm sorry. I didn't hear you, Missy.
It's fine, Mr. Marigold. You take care of that cage now, all right? It worked really well for us. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. I built it myself, and I take care of it by setting it out here to dry, and I'll put it on the shelf. That'll take care of itself.
Ruby is following you around, but she's like wide-eyed. Her like constantly, her eyes are darting around. Like it's like she's like in deep thought, trying to.
The sass is gone.
Crash. Yeah, she's just fully focused on trying to figure out the details.
What the hell?
Sometimes things can't be explained with logic.
And it's my job to find the logic. Well, it's the job I want. Can't really do that in a small town, but maybe if things keep getting interesting.
Well, if you're looking for logic, you won't find much of that here. I'll see you later.
All right.
Thank you,
Mr. Thank you, Mr.
And as you guys walk away, we see Mr. Marigold turn back to the customer that they're dealing with, a tall, imposing figure wearing all black, as Mr. Marigold says, "Now, what was it that you said that you were looking for?" And the figure says, "Just some nails." That's what you don't see as you walk away. Where do you guys investigate looking for Mr. Aramais?
I mean, how many inns/lodgings are there here?
There is just the Rug Roof Inn, which is basically this large cottage that was around since this town was kind of put together. It's gone through many different owners. It's kind of like a family business. It's just kind of this large cottage that they've always had enough rooms to share and open up for people. And that's where Mr. Aramais has been staying. That's where the couple have been staying. Although they're looking at getting some sort of cottage out in the countryside. But they don't know where Mr. Aramais is. Said, oh, he took off this morning. Said that he was going to go find himself.
Did he take all of his things?
I I mean, he only came in with painting supplies, and he took that with him, so yes.
Gus, do you think he may have went to the lake?
Goose.
Goose. Do you think he may have went to the lake?
If he did that on his own, then that'd be incredibly foolish, but I wouldn't put it out of the question.
It would take a real idiot to... You know what? He just might do it. Does anyone want to give me like a spot hidden, or like, does anyone want to ask around, or
where could I ask?
What was her name? Kimberly Pimberly, the nosy neighbor. There's a chance she may have seen him going around somewhere.
What's her name? Miss Higgins?
Mrs. Miggins.
Or Miggins.
Well, Miggins as well, but I remember in the first
oh yeah, you guys can ask one of the knobheads. Actually, you know what? You see one right now. You catch a glint of something, and you see two shining lenses from a tree, as Mr. Thomas is up there with his spectacles, keeping a lookout.
Mr. Thomas, could you come down?
What? How do you see me? I'm perfectly hidden.
We're very observant.
Yes, as am I. I've seen many things. I've been keeping track of all the things moving in and out of the city.
Not much of a city, but did you see the guest?
As you can see, I am on duty. I am a certified member of the Bureau of Neighborhood Observation. Yes, I'm very busy.
To ask for you for your that would pertain to that such thing.
You can see that he's got like a little pin on his lapel, and he flashes it like it's a badge. Now, if you will excuse me, I am very busy. Do you want to try and figure out where he's looking with his binoculars right now?
Sure.
Sure.
Nope.
All right.
Also,
you could also give me like maybe a history check or something to figure out like who lives in the house that he's looking at.
All right.
If you would rather.
Nope.
All right. He does seem to be looking in someone's second story window. That's what you get.
What was his name again?
His first name is Thomas and his last name is Thompson. Thomas Thompson.
Mr. Thompson.
Yes, what is it, Proctor? Oh, don't mind me. These peeping eyes ain't bothering nobody. Nobody sees me as long as nobody knows.
We're wondering about the whereabouts of that artist that came in, yesterday.
That fancy fellow, loud as can be. If I tell you where he is, will you leave me alone?
Of course.
I think he's at the Miggins house or something. Something about looking for a subject to paint. He wipes a little drool from the corner of his mouth.
Okay. And I'm just gonna slowly turn around and then walk to the Miggins place.
Okay. The tree starts shaking a little bit as you walk away.
What a total knob.
Ridiculous.
I'm surprised you didn't stop him.
It'd cause more of a ruckus to stop him than to not. I won't intervene unless it causes actual problems that interfere with others' lives.
Okay. So you guys go to the Miggins residence?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You don't see anybody out front, which is a wonder, because usually Mrs. Miggins is either in her front yard shooing away all passerbys, or she is inside working on one of her stories. She makes young adult stories, basically books for reading levels of kids, but kids would have no interest in the things that she writes. But a lot of parents say, like, oh, this would be great for my child. And that's basically because Mrs. Miggins' writing level is of that of a child.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Roll a power roll.
Joe starts glowing.
Yeah, let's see how much you bless him. Yeah, let's see it. Let's see it.
43.
All right. He's blessed.
I feel a holy power emanating from within.
I have the power of God and show on my side.
But yes, the Miggins residence is quiet.
That's
I guess if nothing looks strange in the front yard, I'll just go up to the door and knock.
No response.
Does she have shutters, or would we be able to peek in through the windows?
I mean, she has like thin drapes that you can kind of see through. There's no lights on. You don't think anybody's home. You want to give me a spot hidden, or like a listen or something?
Oh yeah, I'll go for a listen. I'll put my ear up to the door. 65 is my number. Dang it. I'll spend the luck.
Okay.
I'll spend the luck to get to a normal success.
You don't hear anything from the house, but you do hear sounds of commotion in the backyard.
I turn to Gus and Joe and Show, and I say, I think something's happening. And I just start going, I rush off to go around the house.
I follow suit.
Ruby, since you're going in first, can you give me a reflex dodge roll?
I'm going to spend an egg point to get to a normal success.
Okay. You are not splashed with water as Mrs. Miggins turns around with the hose and says, "Oh my goodness, you startled me. What are you doing here on my property? Just trouncing around. You're stepping on my marigolds." And she comes over and shoos you away with a water wand.
They were pretty pitiful marigolds in the first place.
Mr. Miggins.
Well, yes, and they look even more pitiful now that they've touched your soggy knees.
My knees aren't on the ground.
What were you saying, Gus?
We came here to ask you about the whereabouts of this painter fella. Said you came here to visit.
Mr. Aramais? Oh, yes, of course. He's noticed me and my talents with writing books and whatnot, and he offered to paint me something for one of my covers. I thought that'd be quite miraculous. He's painting Mr. Muffins right now. And she gestures over towards there is like this small veranda with this kind of like covering with like ivy and whatnot, and hanging out calmly under the shade is Mr. Aramais painting something that looks like a cat, and Mr. Muffins is just sort of lounging nearby on just kind of like on the edge of the fence.
Wait, what the? So, okay, so Mr. Muffins is still alive. Then what
yes,
the heck?
Yes, of course Mr. Muffins is still alive. Could kill that cat even if I tried.
I wasn't in character voice.
Well, I'm omniscient, don't you know? Mr. Miggins knows everything.
Of course,
she sacrificed.
Miggins would be omniscient.
She sacrificed her reading level to gain omniscience.
After all, I am the director of the Bureau of a Neighborhood Investigation.
Yes, of course.
She flashes a badge.
What a knob.
And there's a little sticker that says, like, head director on it.
Head knob head.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you talking about yourself over there? What are you doing in my house? Do you have anything that you need from me? Not that I have
We're
anything
not in
I
your
give
house.
To you.
We're on your premises, but not in your house.
Go up to Aramais.
You can see that he is like locked in. He is like laser focused. You can see that he's struggling. He is like taking like very slow movements, like, and you can see that he has painted a cat, but you can tell that he's probably been at this all morning with the pace that he's going. And it looks pretty good, but you know, he looks like he's struggling.
I do kind of want to just watch him for a bit. Because something...
That looks pretty good, Mr. Mayes.
And I think that like sends him to like scratch across the entire thing. He's like, a good morrow to you. It's yes, we have made acquaintances before.
Yes, I apologize about that. Sullying your first impressions on our town.
It's nothing. I have sullied many things and been sullied, and now I've sullied this painting, and it appears I'm a sullied man. This is my crafts now, I suppose. Yeah. I have been holding back on snapping this easel over my knee this entire morning, and it seems that I am still gifted, but it's the passion is the art is no longer in me. It's in people's homes, on their walls, and for many it's in the trash, which is when an artist, their art is in the trash, you paint the trash in the trash's arts, and I do not know what I'm saying, excuse me. And he just kind of like leans back in his chair and wipes his forehead.
You seem to be beating yourself up pretty harshly. There are many artists who have, well, I'm not saying you should kill yourself to become famous, but there are many artists who became famous posthumously. People thought that their work was, as you say, trash, but then people saw the beauty in it.
Yes, they took the easy way out. Aramais is much stronger than that. I will stick it out to the bitter end. So this this entire length is very bitter. Perhaps I'm nearing the end of my rope, as it were.
Well, Mr. Emmaus, I've actually come here to discuss something about your art.
Yes. What is it?
Don't worry. We saw something about reports of you being kicked out of whatever, but we're not going to do that. I can promise you that.
Yes, it seems as though the stories have even reached out here. Apologies. Being famous is not always the best. I wish I could return to my roots, as they say, which is why I've come out here.
I completely understand that. Well, so when we left your previous painting at a certain shop, the mud from it.
That's a shop? Someone bought it?
They did.
Really? You are not, as they say, pulling my leg?
No, I'm not pulling your leg. She's a bit of a collector of special items.
So you think
however,
that they are interested in collecting my piece?
Potentially. But however, the mud that you had painted within the street that was on there,
yes.
It came out of the painting. It was real mud.
Yes, I was afraid of that. I used a little bit of a natural pigment, as they say. Intended to use it as inspiration as I was struggling with the piece, but it seems that I am not so good at mixing mediums as it was. It's I suppose it bled and ran and
oh, it ran all right. Some kind of creature that kind of resembled mittens here. It was made from mud and attacked the person who had bought the painting. It came out of it and attacked them.
No, hold on. What is it you were saying? They are buying the painting? Who did they buy it from? Where is it? I do not remember where I left it. I saw it in the trash. I suppose it's anyone could own it. I suppose
Yes.
I've missed my chance on selling it, but well, if it is ruined now, then there's no point. I suppose I could try another, but I cannot do this landscape. I am a personal painter. I draw pictures, people. I capture their essence, their stories, their memories, the impact, the essence. You know what it is to look into someone's eyes and see the stories in there for hours. You know someone. You know this? It's
Of course. I have to study many people's life stories as my profession, if you would say.
This is true. I suppose you and I are not so different after all, eh?
Suppose not.
Yes.
But I would like to question you about that. What kind of painting brings literal life?
He sits up in his chair and he looks at you and he says, all paintings bring things to life. They create images. They bring life to things that were not real, that do not exist. These are ideas or memories that you see something and then you do not know if it is real until you see it again. This is what is real. To own an image, to capture something in a painting, that is life. To see something, to let it exist forever in perpetual motion. This is what I seek.
Can I roll a psychology?
Okay.
Because I'm wondering if he actually doesn't understand or what Gus is trying to say. That is a normal success.
He is absolutely not understanding what you were trying to say. I mean, he uses flowery words all the time, and he's basically saying that his art creates life because it captures life in a permanent moment that people get to hold on to forever.
Mr. Aramais, I'm going to be quick and blunt here.
Excuse me, Miss Wyatt. Why are you bothering Mr. Aramais? He is doing a piece for me. I have proctored him. I have given him payment, and he is going to finish painting Mr. What have you done? You've ruined his piece. You've interrupted him in the middle of what he was doing.
I'll reimburse you,
shoot,
Mr.
shoot, out.
Miss Knobhead, here, take some money, and I just put some money in her hand.
Do you slap her with a wad of cash?
Yeah.
All right. Like a wad of cash into her face.
Do you have like a wealth skill or like give me?
I mean, there is the credit.
All right. How about
there's
this?
There's 3 different ways to equate wealth.
I want you to roll me a brawl check, cash. And for every like $100 bill, I'll give you +5.
Let's see. I will do $300.
Okay.
That's a success.
All right. You slap her with a wad of cash, and she's like, excuse me, who do you think you are? You think you could buy me? Oh. Excuse me.
Did you forget?
Perhaps I should go inside and prepare some tea. And yes. She toddles into the house with a spring in her step that you've never seen.
Yes. Learn your place, commoner.
Okay.
Now, as I was saying, Aramais, an actual creature came out of your painting.
Yes, it's a creature.
It was made of mud, and we ran water over it, and it dissolved.
He's like looking at the picture of Mr. Muffins, and like
we're being quite literal here, face value sort of thing.
You're gonna have to pull him out of his stupor if you want to question him. He's just like, yes, my work is watered down. It is
Mr. Aramais.
Give me an intimidation.
All right, let me.
A creature jumped out of your painting. Yes, my creature. They come alive. They.
Okay, I'm freaking.
Are you gonna push the roll?
I'm pushing it.
All right. How are you pushing it? Are you like grabbing him and shaking him?
Yes.
All right.
Yes. All right. There we go.
I think you shake him so much that his chair falls to the ground, and so he's like standing crab-legged, and you have to like help him stand up.
Mr. Aramais, I know that you use flavorful language and of the sort, but we are being literal, face value. There was an unnatural creature that jumped out of your painting and nearly killed someone.
Killed? No. That was never happen again. What do you mean? It jumped out as a painting. What
It
did
was
it
made
look
of the same mud that you used for those streets. Either that, or it was painted mud, but it turned into actual mud, seeped out of the painting, crawled into the storage closet,
No.
and attacked her.
This cannot be happening. This was not supposed to happen again. I left that all behind.
Okay.
It was...
It's okay. You can talk to me. We're not gonna do anything to you. We want to help. Now tell me what's going on, and we'll fix it.
Persuasion.
I don't have persuasion.
All right. Roll me charm. Gosh dang it! Screw you! Screw you!
For those listening in, Gus rolled a 2.
You are saying that you will not hate me?
Of course not.
And you promise that you will not chase me out of your town?
No, you fascinate me.
Thank you. Yes, I discovered something that if I could use a piece of what I was trying to recreate, I could make it real. There is something so entrancing about it. I was able to capture the essence. Do you know what I mean when I say this? The essence, they would become the paintings. The people, they would look exactly as I painted them for many years. Or if the painting got damaged, they got damaged. And these things, to some they rewarded me, to many others they thought myself as a heretic, and they nearly took my life on a few occasions, and so I've had to estrange myself and come out here where no one knows who I am and what I have done. Yes, I do this thing. I do not know why it is so difficult for me. Once I learn the trick, I have lost myself. I'm unable to recreate the passion that I once had. My skills and my talents, it was a facade. I cheated. I am a fraud. I am no painter. And he's like looking at the brush in his hand, and his hand is shaking. And he's like gripping it so tightly you can hear it start to like crack a little.
What caused you to want to be a painter in the first place?
Persuasion check.
I think that's just a hard success. What is... where's my calculator at? Yeah, that's just a hard success. I don't want to spend that much luck for an extreme.
What does any child do but seek to appease their loved ones, to gain affection and appreciation, and I was just a child when I drew my first piece, and my father, he took and put it up on his wall, his large wall of blueprints and things that they were real, these diagrams, and he put my imagination at the top of this board, and I have been chasing that ever since. But none of my recreations were any good. And as I grew older and my experiences did not pursue any growth in my talents, I can still only draw very basic shapes, and I am no artist. I have cheated. I've cheated myself. I have cheated my customers. I am a fraud. It is only this. And he looks down at his brush again. It is because of this that I can fool everyone.
What are you saying, Mr. Mayes?
Say that again?
What are you? I was asking him what he means.
Assume he's referencing specifically that brush.
I lost myself for a bit, and I found this, and it's many artists, their pieces speak to them. They tell you, create me, make me look like this and do that, and they always speak to me, and I cannot stop hearing them. And his eyes are locked on the brush in his hand. They tell me things. They tell me what to paint, and sometimes I do not even know what I am doing, and it just appears. And
I knew you had your own Mr. Show.
He's not wrong, I suppose.
Gus, you hear another cracking sound as he grips the brush tighter. My Brietas, they speak to me. I do not know why I found them, but they found me. They told me to. And then he looks up at you. Hey, Gus. He's going to hit you. So here's what you can do. You can either make a dodge roll, and if you roll above, you will avoid all damage. If you roll below, you will take less damage, or you can fight him back, where you have to get above his success to prevent the damage. Otherwise, you will both deal damage to each other. But he's like looking at the brush, and you hear this cracking sound, and then suddenly his eyes flick to you, and there's something unnatural. And I think you have like this instinct as his other hand wheels up, as if his body isn't even moving, like there's no weight put behind it, like it's moving unnaturally.
Okay.
So what would you like to do?
Let's see. My dodge is not very good, but at the same time, I don't want to hurt him.
So I will say that you could like grapple him if you want to try and like fight back. I will allow you to do that.
Yeah, because grapple does fall under fighting, so
yeah.
It's just like
That's
as you
probably-
catch his arm, how much are you gonna get like punched? You know.
That's probably what I'll do then.
Okay.
Let's see.
He did not roll great.
All right, that's a regular success if grappling is the same as brawling.
Okay. I'm gonna say that you were gonna take a little bit of damage. I think you take 1 point of damage as his fist hits you, and like instinctively you roll with it and like take a step back and twist with it and then grab hold of his arm. And you have this like instinct to like either like push him back or flip him over, but instead you decide to stand there, and then you're struggling as you feel this unnatural strength flowing through this small man. And he's just looking at you with dead eyes. His pupils are dilated, and you just see darkness as he is like forcing you down.
Shit. Okay.
And he's just
Aramais,
whispering,
get a grip of yourself.
I cannot stop. I must create more. They need to be real. They need to be created. They need to be a part of this world. You do not understand. I cannot stop here. You cannot stop me. You will not stop me. What are you doing?
How close am I to all this?
I mean, you get to decide that.
I mean, you guys are right
Oh, I
there.
guess it's
So
okay. Well,
is there
this is not turn-based combat. This is role-play based.
I would just target. Well, I'm not trying to.
Are you gonna whack him with the shovel?
Not him directly, but his Mr. Show.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
You're gonna go for the brush.
Yes.
All right. What are you doing to the brush?
I mean, if he's holding the brush, I'm pretty much just gonna be trying to whack it out of his hand.
With what? The shovel?
With the shovel.
All right. Give me a weapon attack.
Is that just standard 1d100?
I mean,
0?
do you have some sort of weapon skill that you can use?
I mean, all fighting-based skills, I think, are base 25 at the very least.
I mean, would I be using my fighting skill, or would it be a separate skill?
Well, disarm does fall under fighting.
Okay, because my fighting skill is 50.
Okay.
Which I had rolled a 37.
So here's the thing. If you just want to fight him, you can do that. If you want to use a weapon, you need to use the weapon skill. Or if you want to disarm him, then you need to use the disarm skill. So what exactly are you trying to do? Are you trying to hit his hand? Are you trying to hurt him? Are you trying to disarm him? Are you trying to knock the thing out of his hand? Like, you tell me what you're trying to do.
I'm trying to knock the brush out of his head.
All right, then what is your disarm?
But if
I don't think you have any points in the disarm skill, so you will need to basically get like a 2, I believe.
It's called a combat maneuver.
I think
I can't remember what they call
base
them.
skills.
Well, no, it falls under fighting, which there's like in a fight there's like a few different options of things you can do, and maneuvers are one of them, and I think disarm is a maneuver. Fighting maneuvers, page 105.
Yeah, I'm trying to look it up at the moment too.
5. Wow, why is it so blurry? What in the world? All right. A successful maneuver allows the character to achieve one goal. How do you do a maneuver attack roll?
If a player describes a goal in combat that is something other than simply inflicting physical harm, then it can be resolved with a fighting maneuver. Successful maneuver allows the character to achieve one thing, such as things like disarm an opponent. Maneuver is treated the same way as a regular fighting attack, using the fighting or brawl skill. All right. So what is your fighting?
50.
Okay. So you got a 37 under 50, so that is a normal success. I will say that he needs to get a hard success because Gus is grappling him. That is a 1.
Oh no.
Another one.
So here's what happens. You swing your shovel at the brush and the brush catches it. Like your shovel gets parried off of this brush as his hand twists unnaturally and flicks your shovel away. And I think that actually like does make Sho go flying. And so you get disarmed.
By the gods.
Yeah, there's like a gleam in his eye as I think one of his eyes flicks towards you, locking eyes with you. So one eye is looking at Gus and one eye is looking at Joe. Ruby, do you want to do anything or do you want to leave this to the boys?
Like, normally Ruby in a fight will just yell at y'all to do things, but in this one, it's kind of like an automatic, like instinctual. She wants that brush away from him. So she will try to, like, where is his hand in relate? Like, how far is his hand from the ground? Because I'm trying to decide if she's going for a kick or a punch at the hand. Knock it out.
I mean, either would work.
I just mainly didn't know because I didn't know if like something would happen if her skin touched the brush or not. But I'll just do the roll first. Because either way,
we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm sorry. I've just been rolling really good this session. Do you want to push it? Normally you can't push a combat roll, but I'll allow it. Just because I like the concept of a pushed roll where if you fail, something worse happens. Where we haven't had many of those.
I think for pushing it, I could say that with one hand, she actually grabs his hand and tries to hit the brush itself out of his hand with the other.
All right, roll it.
That's worse.
So you reach out and grab his hand, and I now need you to roll me a power roll.
That is a normal success.
You are suddenly in complete darkness, and you feel unnaturally afraid. Not just because you don't know what happened, you don't know where you are, you don't know where you've been taken. You don't feel a sense like you've been taken away from your world and are in somewhere else, but the exact opposite. You know that there is another world, and you're not a part of it. And you feel this scared, but also like this rage, this like envy, this like understanding that there is something out there that you can never be a part of. And as you have this feeling, you realize that it is not your own and you pull back. And so you have your hand on his, but I think that's all you have done at the moment. Who else is doing something? I think he like kind of shoves you away after that, Ruby.
Understood.
All right. I'm going to try to pin Aramais to the ground.
Okay. Roll me brawl.
Success.
All right. Let me roll for him. Roll me another one. No! He uses his legendary resistance to succeed. You pin this man. What does this look like?
Basically, while I have him grappled, I basically try to kick his knees.
This man is small enough that you could probably just lift him up and throw him to the ground if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna lift him up and throw him to the ground, WWA style.
Yeah,
or WWE.
This guy is like 5 feet tall, and you are like almost twice the size of him.
I see.
I mean, he's a modern, socialite. He's not really. Yes, your biceps are bigger than his head.
I see.
So yeah, you just like pick him up by the shoulders and throw him to the ground, and he is babbling the entire time, like, "It must exist. I must paint it. No one else can do this. You do not understand. You are destroying a world if you take this away from me. I am the only one that can do this. You must see the dream. You must see." And I need you to make a power roll.
All right.
As he waves the brush in front of your face and splashes paint across your eyes.
I got a hard success.
Okay. I think what happens is no, I think he just misses. I think he does like splash your forehead with paint, but it doesn't get in your eyes.
I see.
All right, who else is doing something?
Show's turn.
I am.
Show lays there.
Well, no, it's Mr. Whisker's turn.
You know what? Let's see if Mr. Muffins does anything.
Mr. Muffins, he's just watching this.
I was thinking, maybe we could Gus could keep him pinned here, and somebody could go get Father Timothy to assist with an exorcism.
I'm pinned here.
Funny. It'd be so funny if the cat took the brush and started becoming the painter.
Oh, don't get too hasty. The cat is gone. You don't know where the cat is. It just kind of like dashed away.
Cat,
I see.
Understandable.
It's up a tree now.
I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye.
I mean, that's the vibe I got when he.
Yeah, take an egg point for that. I like that. So do you yell that, Father Gus, like, "Go get Father Timothy"?
Yes. Go get Father Timothy. He'll help us out with cleansing this man.
Okay.
Father Timothy walking out with a hose.
No, he's a man of the cloth. He does not have more than one mistress.
I've got the highest.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said a hose.
Ruby will oblige because fighting is not her thing. But as she's running away, she says, "Make sure that if you get the brush away from him, don't touch it." And she's gonna run off to try to find Timothy.
Give me some sort of like athletics roll or something.
Yeah, I have no idea what.
Yeah, I didn't think that you were built for running.
Well, no. All I know is that I have the highest move, but that's only because my size is so small.
Oh, okay.
Is there a stat?
What is your move?
I think the options are 7, 8, and 9, and I have the highest because my size is smaller than both my dex and strength.
Wow. Okay.
Would a dex roll make sense?
Yeah, give me a dex.
That's at least hard.
Okay. You dash down the street, just running as fast as you can, and you burst through the doors of the church, and you see Father Timothy kneeling down in front of the altar, and you rush up to him and you grab him by the shoulder, and as you're screaming like, "We need your help," suddenly your words are stopped as you realize that he is crying. We're now going to jump back to everyone. Mr. Joe, what are you doing? Do you pick up Mr. Show?
I'm picking up Mr. Show.
All right, you pick him up. Father Gus has the Mr. Aramais pinned, but it looks like it's not so easy. Like Mr. Aramais, despite his size, has got some otherworldly strength and is like pushing against him. What do you do?
Lord, grant me the strength that needs to be done.
Are they basically on the ground?
Yes.
Grappling each other?
Yes.
Or okay.
I basically like we're basically fighting to see who pins who, basically.
I think Father Gus is definitely on top, and with the like bigger, heavier body, has him like unable to move, but
kind of pinned below him, but
yes,
he's still like putting up.
So like there's not so much movement that you couldn't hit one person specifically.
Oh, good. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, they're not rolling around, but they're like in that, like when you're doing a fighting game and they like clash and then you're like button mashing. They're like that at the moment.
Do I have clear sight of the hand with the brush?
Yes.
I'm gonna do the same thing I did before.
All right.
Clash of the shows.
Give me another fighting.
Who can do it? Never mind.
Oh, that is a 100. That is an absolute failure. Would you like to push this roll?
Yes.
If you push this roll, you could not possibly get any worse than this, unless you get it again.
Now that would be insane.
How are you pushing this?
Oh.
Do you actively like want to try and chop off his hand or something?
Not quite yet.
Okay.
I think I'm more in a rage that Mr. Show was flung out of my hands.
I like that. Yeah, this rage.
Barbarian rage. He activates his D&D power.
Oh, yes. It's bonking time, motherfuckers.
Oh. So that is a 99.
For those who are listening, yeah.
Well, I tried.
Show is very disappointed in you.
So, no, this is great. So you come barreling across the backyard, waving your shovel like a madman, ready to just absolutely smash this man. And I think you're like maybe screaming a little bit as you're like rearing up the shovel, and just as you're about to bring it down, you hear Mrs. Miggins comes out and being like, "What on earth are you doing? Are you going to kill Mr. Aramais?" And you miss. And I think she starts throwing potted plants at you, and like, you know what? I think you're gonna definitely take some damage from this. You take 5 points of damage as she conks you on the back side of the head with a potted plant. That does mean that you take a major wound. So I think you're slightly concussed as your left ear is like bleeding now. And you're having trouble hearing, and like your equilibrium is off balance now. She just like absolutely freaks out. As you see you about to bring a shovel down upon this man. That is what you get for a fumble. Goodness gracious. This is like the worst situation. There is no way that you guys are going to get out of this unless you like kill everybody here now. Gus, what are you doing?
Yeah. I'm just gonna try to see if I can you know what? I'm gonna break his hand.
The hand holding the brush?
Yep.
Okay. As you place your hand on his, he looks you dead in the eyes and stops struggling for a moment and says, "You are not strong enough. You are not strong enough to save Zim. What makes you think that you can save me? Give me a power roll."
Okay, that's a success.
Okay. You are not debuffed, but I think I am going to make you give me a sanity roll.
All right. Okay, that's also a success.
All right. Continue. Lose 1 sanity.
Yes. The Lord grants me the strength to do his will. What makes you think... Why do you think I'm still alive?
Piss off, preacher boy! Sorry. I didn't mean to cut off your, like, cool speech.
It's a good thing I don't rely on my own strength.
Yeah, exactly.
I rely on the strength of yeah, shut the fuck up.
Ouch.
I'm joking. I'm sorry.
Definitely Ryan. Not like my character has the name Father Gus, who is a priest.
It's just... Do you guys remember? They're like, so what are you doing here? Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy? Where are your parents?
Yeah.
That's exactly like what's happening right now. By the power that has been blessed upon me. Shut up, priest boy.
The power that has been ordained to me by the church. Fuck off.
All right, what are you doing? You're gonna break his wrist. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna break his hand and wrist.
I think this has to be a contested strength.
All right.
Actually, no. This has got to be size. So what is your size?
My size and strength are the same at 90.
Oh, that's right.
You're a big boy.
Yes.
All right.
That is a hard success, and that's a fumble.
His wrist snaps. And I think he screams, but not like as someone that's in pain, but like as like a creature deflating as it dies. Just this like death wail as he just screams into your face. Could you give me another sanity roll, please? And you're going to need to get a hard success.
Funnily enough.
What is your sanity currently?
Oh, wait, hold on. I don't think that's actually a hard success. That is...
You have luck.
I have 85 sanity currently.
I will say you can push this roll if you want, but I won't let you spend luck.
Shit. Can I spend an egg point?
You can spend an egg point.
Thank you. That is what I will do.
As he screams in your face, it's almost like this darkness does get exploded from every orifice up into your face, and you're taking the brunt of this like deluge, and you feel like the murk wash past your face, and it feels like you're diving into a lake, a deep, dark lake, and you're scrounging against the mud and the silt that's at the bottom, and it's just rushing past your face. And there's a briefest moment where you feel tranquil, as if you're fine with never breathing again and staying in this tranquility, and that scares you. And then the moment's gone as his head just collapses to the ground, and you think that if you had been there for a second more, you might have become an artist. Shortly afterwards, Ruby and Father Gus come running up as Timothy. He says, what is going on here? What is this? And Mrs. Miggins is like, they killed Mr. Aramais. He's like, hold on now. Allow me to do the rites. Do the rites? Are you saying that he's passed?
Be quiet, knobhead.
Yeah, Ruby, if you want to roll and like, if you want to be interference for this, I think Father Gus comes over.
Ruby will sacrifice her ability to learn about what just happened.
Timothy
She's just going to go off
sees...
and fast talk this woman. Yeah, that's a hard success to just distract her.
Okay. Yeah. That's your fast talk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, you guys are just having like a piss party in the background. I think Father Timothy comes over and like places his hands on Aramais's chest and he says, he's breathing, but it's very shallow. What happened?
Father Timothy sees that Gus is very clearly shaken.
I think he stops asking you and just says, all right, go ahead. I've got this now. Yeah, lean back. And I think he takes control of the situation and just kind of has you sit back on your haunches and just kind of gathers up Mr. Aramais and begins, tending to him, basically. Seeing that you're shaken.
I had to do it, Father Timothy. I'm sorry. I mean, brother. He's not dead, is he?
He's not dead. You need not apologize for trying to help people. Their fate is their own. You can only do what you can and try to help people as best as you can. And I think he sees the brush and he holds his hands over it and does a small prayer. And when he pulls back, you can see that it is shattered into bits and there's some sort of liquid oozing out of the pieces. Well, Mrs. Miggins is going to hate what I've done to her roses, but I think the worst is behind us. Here, gather him up. Let's take him to the doctor. Might be able to put a splint on his wrist, and he may not be able to play the piano ever again, but I don't think he ever did before, so he just kind of gives you a small smile to try and make you feel better. And he turns to you, Joe, and says, thank you for watching his back.
Be over there leaning on my shovel against the wall. No problem, Father Timothy.
Do you want to like quickly bury the remains of the brush?
Digging holes is what you do best.
Yeah, it's like, if you could do the honors and dispose of the things, lay them to rest.
You know me so well. Ah, my bad. Yes, Mr. Shaw. You know us so well, Mr. Father Timothy. Yes.
Okay. And I think as the situation resolves and Mr. Aramais is carried away by Gus to seeing a doctor, and Ruby gets chased out by Mrs. Miggets, we turn our attention to the easel with the cat, and the cat hops up on the chair where Mr. Aramais was, looking at the picture, and then glances over towards the rest of the painting supplies of all of the other brushes still resting on the side table. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.